I think my mic is on. Hopefully the music is just right for you buddies for this game here. This is an all-time favorite. How is everybody doing? Today we are live streaming the game A Vampire Story, an early 2008 horror game, but it's a twist. It's a visual novel, romance, drama, action, and vampires. Muertos. Hinozaly. Forget me. I've butchered it probably. FGC highlights. Can I say Hino? Can I say Hino? Is that okay, buddy? Are you excited? This is so cute. This reminds me of when I was a kid. As soon as I start drinking coffee, my voice gets super raspy. We're gonna go with a new game. The music's 100%, text is on, high quality lighting, it's adorable. She sings the opera. Oh, I love the opera. The Opera House, buddies, is a place where they sing opera. It's where people go. It can be quite fancy. Ooh. But I thought this would be an interesting retro game to revisit. We have never done it before. And now that my PC is improved, it's a 2016 refurbished PC, but it is definitely a, a big upgrade. And thanks to your support and you guys sticking around and hanging out with me, it motivated me to try to, sort of update. I guess refurbished PCs is the way to go. If you can't afford a new model, just update older PC parts with the newer parts. Clear out any other items. Usually, refurbished PCs is when someone else built it. But thankfully, I was able to get the motherboard because the original motherboard was... After the coolant exploded, usually liquid coolant, if you're not careful, sometimes it starts to leak. Well, it exploded, and we had to replace it, the whole motherboard, because of the acid. You'll see like this weird white stuff. Whatever you do, if your coolant explodes, just put some gloves on, stay safe, because acid can really burn your fingers, especially if you're not too careful and you're touching a lot of it. So we had to clean it out, and thankfully it was just the motherboard that needed replacing, and then we had to add some fans in. Had help from my relatives. They had any older PC parts they weren't using. I have a lot of relatives that do gaming too, and they just so happened to have an older PC, just parts of it. It helped, because that was one of the fans we got installed. And AI Father is into some techware, which is what we're doing Saturday. We're doing a tech review of an AI companion. Of course, after, it won't be that long. It'll be a hand cam. It's been... I think we've had it for about a week. It's a new compatible AI kind of gadget people can interact with. Travel buddy kind of thing. It'd be cool to try out. Never done a review on a techware before. I would say I'm inexperienced, but that'll be for Saturday. It sounds... Why is your hair flipped? Oh, is it really? Oh yeah, the bats. The bats are upside down. I thought I'd add them in since this game's about vampires. It is a puzzle game too. Let's go ahead and load game. Oh, wait, oh. Okay, that was a mistake. Oh, where's the back button? Oh, return to menu. New game. Oh, wait a second, I can't hear anything. Oh, I gotta change the audio.
Woo! Bravo!
Well, Froderick, did you enjoy my singing?
I'm sure it was very nice, but seeing as how I'm a bat and all, I wouldn't trust my opinion on opera.
Frederick!
But if you knew the 𝑩𝒆 polka, then I'm your bat.
I just cannot tell if it was good or not. If only I were back at 𝒏𝒆𝒊𝒄 Academy. Oh, I just wish I were back in Pelly altogether.
Yuck!
back.
Hey, don't worry, babe. I'll get you out of here. All we gotta do is stick to the PLAN.
Ew. Who's this?
Thank you, Fudgick. Oh, you're so good to me.
You've been pretty good to me, too. Besides, hanging out with you, I get a chance to torment Mr. Short, Pale, and Stupid.
I heard that.
Oh, speak of the devil. Aren't you running a little late tonight, errand boy?
I'm starving, Shouty. I need my wine.
Yes, yes, Mona, my love. I shall go off right away and begin hunting for looking for a wine shop in town. I know just the place. They have an excellent selection of the finest wines. O positive, O negative, my favorite.
Yeah, I'm sure 10 minutes from now will be an excellent vintage.
Are you still here?
Who, me? No.
All right, he's gone. Quick!
Hey, you know he's getting blood, right? You drink blood.
Shh! Now is not the time to start that old argument. It's not blood, it's just... well,
A real thick and salty tasting Merlot with a little iron aftertaste? Is that what that is?
something like that. Yeah.
You know,
Is it
the
me or is
Nile
there no
not just a
sound?
river in colonized
Where's
British
the
Egyptian Sudan.
sound? I can't hear anything.
Out with it, damn you.
No.
Did you see which one?
Yeah.
Let me go to advanced properties.
Or was it the first one? You know, I really didn't get a good look, but definitely on the left. The last three.
Oh, man! At this rate, I am never going to get off this island.
Okay, I hear it. I hear it now. I found a way.
The stars have aligned and things are about to get interesting.
What was that?
What was what?
Quickly, up to my balcony.
Why? What's going on?
Shroudy. What an interesting vampire. He's keeping her on the island. But why? He kind of looks like a Q-tip. I've always thought so since I was a kid.
Surprise!
Dun dun!
Balku, help, quickly!
No, Mona, my love. I shall never set you free. Don't you know you are mine?
I'll have to wait.
Forever!
I am free, Frodgick! Free!
I hear you. Jeez. I got pretty big ears if you hadn't noticed. And you're not totally free. You still have to find the key to the boathouse. Till then, you're stuck here.
Oh, right. Good point.
Vampire
That
hunters.
was very unusual. He said Mona? Who is this Mona, I wonder? Our
Mona
work
de
here
la
is most
Fit.
decidedly not done.
Yandere for real, for real. Says he know. I played this game when I was a child. There's Mona as a baby, as a kid. I know! Mona de la Fit. Which means a feet. This is her history of how she became a singer. She's like, goodbye, mommy, daddy. I'm going off to pursue my career. My eyes are acting up. They're not in sync. Then he possessed her and made her his slave of love. Poor Mona. And that is the story of Mona de la Fide. My eyeballs!
It's stuck. There's no way I can open this thing unless we find that key.
Finally, my eyes are in sync. Okay, time for a game. I played this game when I was a child.
I can't push that.
About
even if I could,
nations.
I'm not sure what that would accomplish.
It would give the lake monster something to chew on.
Mm. 6 out of 10 says Hino for credits. The game is still lovely. It's a puzzle! So you have to click, you can use Frederick to fly, talk to the fire, examine. Oh man, the puzzles are crazy.
It's a fire. It's what happens when you apply a significant amount of heat to combustible materials.
I think Mona's pretty smart. But the puzzles are just a little confusing. Look, it's a bear. It's a bear rug.
It's a bear rug.
Is it just me, or are its eyes following us?
It is. So we have to solve puzzles. Let's see. Let's examine. Yes! It's an escape room game!
It's a rusty old sword.
That thing looks like it's in pretty bad shape. I bet it would fall apart if you tried to hit anything with it.
Let's take it.
It's so rusty. It will definitely shatter if I hit anything with it, but it may have other uses. I'll remember it's here.
So now we have a trusty old sword, like the sword of stone. Hello, Emmanuel! Welcome, buddy! I know, it's such a interstellar illustrated story. It's from early 2000s work, but she's still... I always wanted Mona's body as a child. I was like, I want to be that voluptuous someday. But she's a vampire, so she starved a little.
I don't know what it is about this mirror, but I simply don't look like myself.
You're pulling my wing, right?
What do you mean?
Sweetheart, it looks like Sh.R.O.W.D. taped the picture over your mirror, probably because he didn't want you to see, or actually not see, your reflection. Apparently, he had some 6-year-old kid draw the picture.
Wait a minute. What does it say down in the corner? With love from Sh.R.O.W.D.
Scratch the 6-year-old kid idea. I guess I'll have to add art to my list of things that Sh.R.O.W.D. sucks at. Maybe I'll put it just below escaping vampire hunters.
Well, you do have her body, says FTC highlights. No! No. Well, maybe the hips, but not so much the booba. But definitely the hips. I got her hips. Can I take it down?
I tear this picture down, but I'm afraid of what I'll see underneath.
You mean not see, right?
This game is so nostalgic.
It's a vase full of dead roses. Shroudy used to bring me flowers every week, but they were always pretty much the same.
Roses?
Dead.
Dead flowers. Okay, so we're learning that Shroudy was her captor and that he seduced her when she was at the opera house performing. She was introduced from her associate, but her associate seemed not to like her. So the gist of the story, in summary, is that her competitor at the opera house introduced Mona, this protagonist here, to Shroudy with the sole purpose, so we can bring her closer, with the sole purpose of getting rid of her so she could take the main lead. And ever since, she's remained here in this castle across the water, confined and isolated from everybody else. Who knows how long she's been here, because it doesn't really tell you. But it does explain that Shroudy just wasn't a really good, kind person or vampire. So he was her overlord almost. So after he turned her, she was subjected to do whatever he wanted. And we learn more about Shroudy later, but he became obsessed with Mona. And so he just locked her away here forever.
It looks like one of those toys that you spin and then it makes the various animal noises.
So we got some toys. We have to examine as much as we can, and then we're gonna figure out what's useful, and we're gonna end up combining items like we usually do for others. It says, Hino says, what about the feet? I think that's just her name. It's supposed to be funny. 𝑠carchese, hello!
It's a picture of some really weird-looking man. The picture frame says, "From Jack the Gimper to my lovely Baroness."
Man, that is one crazy-looking man. I hope we never run into that guy.
With our luck, we'll probably end up meeting him.
There's a bunch of wacky, cool characters here in the series. I think it's so cartoonish and enjoyable. There are other content creators I think would enjoy it. It's down in the description below, a vampire story available on Steam Engine. I even have the CD too, but the CD wasn't working given that it only worked on Windows 7. So they had to edit and fix the bugs for Steam Engine's version of A Vampire Story. I highly recommend it, especially if you just want to chill and relax. Do let me know if I should increase the audio. Oh, that'd be helpful, because sometimes it's hard to tell.
It's a hand-drawn picture. I think it's supposed to be Shroudy's mother.
Picasso, he ain't. That's for sure.
They really don't like him only because he kidnapped her against her will. That's why they don't like him. But he's dead now, because the vampire killers killed him. So, goodbye, Shroudy.
It's the dark, frigid waters of Lake Varg.
Do people swim in it?
Well, sometimes they float. Usually face down.
She kind of reminds me of Betty Boop a little.
No, I don't think so.
It has to do with her hairstyle.
For some reason, Shroudy's curse keeps me from flying over the lake.
Oh, he cursed her. Wait, come back. We have to examine.
Hello, Mr. Lake Monster. I think you are so glossy and shiny and powerful looking. I bet you're just misunderstood and not monstrous at all.
It says says Batman is absolutely insane at insults. Oh my gosh. Batman and Joker, the way they banter, I just gotta adore it. It's almost like they have a love-hate relationship. I think they've gone... How old is Batman, the series? Like, movies in total, it's been almost like over 50 years worth of Batman movies. Oh gosh, superheroes have been out for half or more than half of a century. That's so crazy to think about. Let's go back over there. I love the voice acting too. Phantom King, hello! So these are dead flowers, but can I take them? Let's see if we can make it useful.
If I try to pick them up, they just fall apart. It's better to admire them from afar.
It says the real bromance is Hino. I know. I always thought Batman and Joker would hook up at some point. I don't know, they felt like they were in a relationship.
It's my bed.
Really? Because I thought your bed was down in the basement. You know, that pine box with dirt in the bottom that smells a bit like a corpse?
Well, I like sleeping down there better because this room gets way, way too bright.
So she has... her room is very luxurious. I have seen these types of beds, full wooden. They're like 1,000, 2,000 if you want authentic, genuine like beds. Not everybody goes for like a bedpost, but I have one, but it's kind of broken. But it's an antique. It just needs to get repaired. And for a long time, I kept falling through the bed, and I kept waking up on the floor because it was broken. So then the bed would fall through. I was like, wow, my confidence. I broke my bed just laying on it. So I'd have to lay down boards because it didn't come with a bed box spring. Some beds require that you do have a bed box spring, then the mattress on top. Or if not, then you have to have like plywood boards. At least that's what I used. It says Hino says I have the plastic version of what? Of Batman? Do you have like action figures? I have like 3 action figures total now. Let's examine.
It's my bed.
Really? Because I thought your bed was down in the basement.
Oops.
You know, that...
Well, I like sleeping down there better because this room gets way, way too bright.
What did I just do? I just made her glitch out. Wait, I was gonna have her touch it. I pressed examine twice. We gotta start collecting items to figure out how to escape.
I'm not tired right now. Besides, I rather enjoy staying up late. Although sometimes it makes me so tired, I end up sleeping the entire day away.
Gee, I wonder why. Could it have anything to do with being a vampire?
Vampire schmampire. It's just a simple curse, nothing more.
What? FGC Highlights says, dang, you fart blasted your bed apart? You wish. Man, farts? I do silent, deadly farts. You know it's me when it's quiet and like the most horrific smell in the world. Yes, buddies, the art of farting. I have mastered silent farts. This is the most quiet, squeaky, cheeky fart ever. What about you guys? Have you ever farted? Like, have you mastered the fart technique? Can you do it quietly, or is it just, you know, loud? AI Father has the most I would say the worst farts ever. Maybe that's just a part of being a dad. It's like a bomb blast of a fart. He'll pose in everything when he knows it's gonna be bad, and he'll clear the whole room. It says, oh, Hino says, I wish I had more. 𝑠cared_cheesy says, why the account do? The account? Oh, the account Dracula? I don't know, it goes with the vampire aesthetic. That's a good question. Why is he Count, though? Count Dracula. Just a typical, stereotypical story. It says, Hino says, I do not need to... Wait, what? It says, FGC Highlight says, my farts turn a room into a death chamber. Oh my gosh! My chat's guiltiest confessions right here present today. One of you guys can create a fart death chamber. Wow. Well, that's kind of, well, I guess in some way that's, your specialty. That's good. I mean, I've never met anybody that can turn into a deadly chamber. That's crazy. Do you just hold it in and like build it up throughout the whole day? Or is it just after a while? I don't know, it's a great question. Everybody farts, poos, and pees. Completely normal. It's normal here in our chat, in our community, to talk about poop and pee and farting. Did you have a good poop today, guys?
It does look comfy. But I've noticed that in bat form, I'm only comfortable sleeping upside down.
Like the bats in my hair, they're upside down.
I'm afraid you haven't been getting much use.
Yeah, the bed-making industry in 𝑑𝐸𝒆 is in big trouble.
Excuse me. Let me go over here and check out the pots. There's some like weird pots over here. Very important.
It's a lovely collection of vases.
Mona? Those aren't vases.
What do you mean?
You see the names on them? Edgar von Trapperkeeper, Ferris von Bueller, Klaus von Kiefer. Vases generally don't have proper names or titles. Those are all of the Baroness's dead husbands.
And all this time, I thought they were just designer potpourri containers. She sure had a lot of unlucky husbands.
Yeah, unlucky that they met her.
I think she killed her husbands and ate them because his mother, Count Dracula, Shroudy? Count Shroudy? Is that what we would say? His mother was a vampiress. Vampire? Yeah, vampiress. And she ate all her husbands, and now their jars are right here. Can I take some stuff?
I might need that, but I can't carry it around with me. I'll keep it in mind.
Good idea. 2 items in the making. Gotta explore more. I think this perfume bottle we should examine. Yes, we have toilet talk here, always.
It's a crystal spray bottle filled with my favorite perfume, Emaciation by 𝑘𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒁.
𝐾𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒁. We might need it.
I better take this. I might need it at some point.
She actually took it. And there's the perfume bottle. With a cage.
It's 𝐿𝑎𝑐𝐻𝑥 gilded cage.
Yeah, it seems I've spent my life behind bars. Up the river, doing some hard time.
Hard time? What's so hard about living in the cozy cage with a steady diet of snacks? You love your cage, so stop trying to play the bad boy role. It doesn't suit you.
There goes my street cred.
Can I take anything? We might need the cage, maybe?
His cage is already open.
What about the note in there?
They are bags of 𝑣𝒆 snack food. A combination of dried fruits and oily nuts.
Everything a growing bat needs. Sunflower seeds, almonds and peanuts, dried apricots and bananas, and a few leftover free-range grubs from the always important insect group.
So, Frodrick is her pet bat. And... oh, do we need anything? Can I take it? Maybe I can take it.
After we escape, we won't have time to stop and eat. So we better bring these along.
All the snacks! Hell yeah, buddies! Let's see, what else do we need? Let's go ahead and go downstairs. I think we've done enough. We got the perfume bottle. We got the vase in mind. The vase. Now we're gonna come down here and examine what... maybe this, some sort of... what is this, a shield? It's a beautiful home. I wish I lived here.
It's a rather nasty-looking gargoyle.
Is it me, or is he actually wearing a wig?
I love gargoyles, fun fact. Can I take it?
It looks like you could use a shave. That's a pretty serious goatee he's sporting.
What's this? Another gargoyle?
It's a couple of nasty-looking statues. I'm sure they must have scared the crap out of Shroudy when he was a little kid.
Yes, I almost feel sorry for him. But then I remember that he kidnapped and imprisoned me.
I understand how that might weaken your sympathies a bit.
Now, is there anything we can take? The little bear with his eyes. What about... no, let's see. This right here. Let's examine this and see if we can take it. Or save it for later. What do you think about my bats in my hair? Do you like it?
It's a rather ornate hanging banner.
It's the von Kiefer family crest. A 2-headed vulture holding some thigh bones.
I can't make out the family motto. 𝑣𝒆?
Get to pickin' while the pickings are good. Words to live by.
Now can we take it for later?
I can't reach it from here.
What if we have Frodrick take it?
The tapestry is fairly loose. I'm not going to pull it down right now. But if I need it at some point, I'll remember that it's here.
A very good choice, madam. Find as many objects as you can. Now let's go. Can I examine this gargoyle? Yeah, I've liked gargoyles since I was a kid. There's like a children's book about loving gargoyles and that they're good creatures.
It's some sort of ghoulish decoration. I wonder where the Baroness found such a thing.
Is there anything we can take?
I'm not pulling on that long tongue of his.
Ew!
I can't decide how I
okay.
should respond to that. I have so many options.
And none of them clean. Let's just move on.
They have some mild, dirty jokes. Can I examine the windows? Maybe we can look outside from here?
It's a bunch of windows. If I look through them, I can see the beautiful Draxylvanian Alps in the distance.
Really? All I see is a hungry lake monster swimming around the castle, looking up this way, then licking whatever passes for his lips.
Ew, yeah, the monster down in the lake is very hungry.
No need to show off. I might as well walk.
That's right, she can fly, actually. Can I take anything from the fire? We're gonna try to examine as much as we can in each room. We did the upstairs bedroom, we did outside.
But vampire flesh smells really bad. I better not.
Okay, let's go this way then. Hino says, why is every point-and-click protagonist a kleptomaniac? You're right, they steal everything. I guess, but she actually saves it for later. Oh, what's this? Another puzzle?
It's a note pinned to the control panel.
Let me save you crow's feet and read that for you. It says, Baron 𝑍𝑰𝑵, I fixed the control panel for the theater flats. I had to, find something about, cross-wired to some power source? We'll fix it next time, I think. Signed RM. Man, this guy must be a doctor. I can barely read this note.
Oh, there's so many weird jokes in here. Can I look at this? So she actually moves through
It
the...
appears
okay.
to be the decapitated head of a stuffed animal?
They killed Smuggle Bunny. You bastards!
Look at the book.
It's a mythical horse whose horns are said to grant 3 wishes to whomever touches them.
Actually, that's a male deer. And they don't grant wishes. That's a 9th level spell. You're thinking of a unicorn, whose horn is said to neutralize poison, along with many other powers that depend on who's running the game. Even if Draxylvanian unicorns could grant wishes, the material components of such a spell...
Wait, stop! I have something very important to say. Mona is bored.
Sounded like he was talking about Dungeons and Dragons. Can I take anything?
I can see it fine right here.
What about this right here? Doesn't it say Mona de la Fête Memorial
It's
Theater?
the dedication plaque for this theater.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that 𝑍𝑰𝑵 might have a crush on you.
Did, because he's dead. Can we fly?
Fly, fly, fly. It's overrated, you know.
Jeez, you're so sassy. We got a sassy protagonist.
Wish I could pull that down and burn it. That is what I think of 𝑍𝑰𝑵 and his pathetic attempt to buy my love.
I mean, but he made it for you, or had it made for you. I think, I don't know. I feel like he spoiled Mona. She has her own theater. Her whole castle to herself. And he would be the one to go out and feed her blood. And she'd call it wine. Because she's in denial that she has turned.
It's a particularly large squirrel with fangs.
That's a beaver, bug brain.
Lame. Giant vampire squirrels would have been way cooler.
What about this little plaque right here? This game, if you're not careful, you can miss a few items. So let's see if I can remember how to solve each puzzle. We gotta so far find a key for a door to escape. But we gotta find some things along the way.
It's the decapitated head of a bear.
How barbaric.
But the taxidermy is very sophisticated. Note the flawless preservation of his dying roar.
Yeah, 𝑍𝑰𝑵 be simping. Let's see. Can I toy with this thing right here? Is it possible I can fix it?
The levels appear to be jammed. Something is blocking their movement.
What if... How do I tap? Ooh. Ooh, these are pointers!
They are seats for this theater. Although I've never performed for an audience here.
So this game will actually help you. If you need help finding stuff, just press tab. So I just wanted to show you guys, it's completely... It's considerate? Is that the best word? They're very considerate.
It's a tragic version of the traditional comedy tragedy masks, only with a slight vampiric twist.
Because, oh boy, I did not know about this key until years later after I started playing. Because at first you're like, what do I click on? So they do give you hints. Good morning!
It's a comedic version of the traditional comedy tragedy masks, only with a slight vampiric twist.
A vampire comedy? Give me a break.
Seriously, as if anybody would ever try to write one of those.
If they did, I would hope they'd give all the really good lines to the vampire's wacky sidekick.
I think they did in this series here, so we already examined a bit of these. Can I examine this one? Yeah, Alif, good morning! It's got a cheesy. FGC highlights, she's casually just walking around even though she needs to leave and escape.
It's a bunch of levers. But whatever it is they're supposed to do isn't working.
They're actually used to make the theater backdrops go up and down, and they used to work just fine.
How do you know this?
Because the current backdrop has a giant sun on it. I used to wait until Shroudy was walking by the theater, and then pull the lever and make the sun suddenly appear. It used to scare the crap out of him.
Yeah, they would terrorize her captor.
Well, I kinda broke it. I was sitting there waiting for Shroudy to walk by, and I started to feel hungry. So I went and got some nut and fruit snacks out of my cage. While I was happily munching away, a couple of them slipped through my wings and fell down inside the control panel. Ever since then, I haven't been able to pull the levers.
Can't you reach in there and grab your nuts and dried fruits?
Unfortunately, the holes in the panel are too narrow for me to fit my wings through.
You need to learn to be less messy when you eat. I sure hope we don't need to use these for some reason. But considering how things have gone so far, I'm sure we will.
So let's see what else we have. I think we selected everything here. Let's go ahead and leave. So we have to figure out how to fix the control panel. Let's see. Examine this up here. Nice! I'm so glad I found the button! I was actually looking for inventory, though. To combine items.
It's a rather beautiful piece of stained glass.
Yeah, except for that huge freaking spider right in the middle of it.
That's not part of the design. It just crawled up there a few minutes ago.
Holy cripes!
Just kidding.
I love their relationship. It's so adorable. They're really good friends, you can tell. But she also can become a vampire a little bit like him. Except she looks more...
It looks like someone's family crest.
Hello, Dark Buddy! Can I pull on it?
No way! Too heavy.
Okay, let's see. What else do we need to click on? I think we're good so far. Let's go to this other room. I think it's the kitchen. No, rest assured, yes, I have played it years ago. Still my favorite. How's the music? Is it good? I'm glad you're enjoying their humor. So these are all the items we can... Ooh, who's that? There's a body! So this is where she sleeps. Then you have... I forgot what that's called. It's a torture device. The maiden something?
It's some sort of fake man thing. I don't know what it is, but it looks like maybe it was made out of clay.
Poor fellow. He really lost his head. I think he's a magically created golem. Somebody made him and sent him here for a reason.
So it's not a body? Can we touch it?
He looks too heavy to carry around.
A big dummy body? That's so weird. Who would keep a giant, like, human mannequin thing? Unless it was for dressing up your clothes onto a mannequin, then I'd understand. It says, 𝑠𝑘𝒊𝒍𝒍. Dark Buddy says, the art reminds me of the 90s Disney movies. It kind of does. It's like you'd watch Belle pop out and start singing. Well, I think she said, what was it? The song? This provincial life. And then she goes on to how, like, in this small little town, she's just, I guess she wants more from her little life in a small town. I so can't remember the lyrics, but maybe that's a good thing due to copyright. Oh, my brain!
What is that thing?
Let me see. It looks like there's a small plaque down on the corner of the chair. Let me read it. It says, Acme Groin Crusher.
Aren't you going to follow that up with some kind of witty comment?
Mona, there are some things you simply do not joke about.
Joke about what? Can we like touch it? Oh!
Squeaking, but it still works.
That thing is so wrong. I can't even talk about it. This place is horrible. Oh, the humanity.
Do you guys know what this machine does? It takes off your Twinkie. It's a torture device for men. Not so much women, because ours is, you know, very much, internal. But this takes off your Twinkie.
That looks too sharp to fly into.
I thought I tried at least.
I'm not talking to that thing.
Well, what else can we do? Oh, the coffins. But yeah, there's some weird stuff down here. Shroudy had some interesting hobbies. Until he died.
It's Shroudy's coffin. I can't believe we sleep in the same room.
Separate coffins, at least. Sometimes you need to look on the bright side of things.
You think it's, well, if you move it too hard, it'll slice it off. FGC Highlight says the chair is a ball crusher, not a cutter. Kino says no fair. Yes, you men would suffer. Our men out there in the world would suffer with this machine. But I should be sort of okay, maybe? I don't know. I don't ever want to test that out. I don't want to find out either. I'd rather that remain a mystery. Ugh. You can't open it.
It won't budge. The coffin has some kind of combination lock on the side of it.
And Noodle started to scream.
A lady never spits on things, but believe me, I'm tempted.
She really hates Shroudy. It's because Shroudy took her away from her pursuit of her desired career as an entertainer. She was really good too, because she had all those singing lessons. I need some more singing lessons.
It's my bed.
You mean it's your coffin, right?
Oh, Frederick, you and your vampire obsession. It's my bed, nothing more.
You say tomato, I say tomato. You say bed, I say it's a velvet-lined pine box that corpses sleep in. I call that a coffin.
I still say it's my bed. And come to think of it, I really need to wash my sheets. For some reason, each morning when I wake up, I am laying on a pile of dirt.
I'm no expert, but I think the dirt is something you vampire types need for some reason. Something about a grave. I swear I read that somewhere.
I'm no vampire, so I won't be needing this dirt.
Yes, you will. FGC Highlight says there were different types of chairs like that, but for women in the Middle Ages with a big spike and very not nice. Oh my gosh! I didn't know that. I want to take the dirt.
I don't need to be dragging my bed.
Coffin.
I'm going to ignore that. Anyway, I don't need my bed right now, but it's good to know that it's here in case I need it later.
She's got really broad shoulders. Oh yeah, we need that for later. What else can we do? What are these guys? Some ghouls?
Eek! Rats!
You mean Frankie and the gang? Nah, don't worry about them, Mona. That rat pack is a bunch of good fellas.
Well, if you say so. Those are some rats inhabiting the crypt.
Now, is it possible to... How do I open my inventory? Save game. This is what we need to do. Game saved. How do I open my... Hold on a second. Oh, there's this right here too. Examine. This little gargoyle, mouth, water, fountain, nozzle.
It's a rather bizarre-looking fountain.
Is it just me, or is that fountain actually wearing sunglasses?
Well, maybe he's cool. Because when you're cool, the sun shines on you 24 hours a day. Unless you're a vampire, of course. Then the sun shines on you only once, and you burst into flames.
Can we touch it?
As this is a torture chamber and all, I think I'm just going to keep my hands to myself.
Sounds like a good idea. Let's go to this Iron Maiden. That's what they call it. Another torture device.
It's some sort of torture device. It looks like my aunt votre mère.
Who walked up and yelled after a second? I didn't hear anything unless you're talking about a ghost, Hino. Hopefully there's no ghosty ghouls.
I definitely don't want to see what is in there.
Oh, man! I do. Come on, Mona, please.
No, Føldrik. It will be filled with some gruesome, gory scenes that will haunt my nightmares for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
Forget it!
Maybe you're right. I for inventory? No, it's not working. Hold on a second. How do I do inventory? Ah, inventory's right clicker. Okay. Alright. Right click for inventory. What if we gave them the snacks?
Don't be giving stuff away for free. What are we gonna get in return?
Fine. Can I talk to whoever could be in there?
Hello there.
Well, hello there, dearie. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Oh!
Ah!
You can talk!
Oh, don't be frightened, my dears. I won't harm you.
We can ask questions? Who are you? Who are you?
My name is Barbara, although my friends call me Barb. Get it, Barb?
Yeah, I think we get it. Bob, as in a sharp metal device that slowly and painfully rends flesh as it gets pushed into some poor bastard's body? That's downright hilarious. Well, maybe that guy doesn't find it so funny.
Oh, just ignore him. I mean that.
So there's a person inside of her being tortured and forgotten.
Aside from torturing people, what do you do down here?
Well, I'm actually the torture chamber stenographer. It's my job to record what's being said down here when Shroudy or the Baroness are, in a serious discussion with her, guests.
Uh-huh. Torture sounds like it to me. Grandmaster says 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 mean. Ah, 𝑣𝑒𝑟 𝑍𝑒𝑚. That's another all-time favorite. I really like that show. Wasn't it from Nickelodeon? They hosted it on there? I say hosted, but they they aired the show on Nickelodeon, I think. You would have thought it would have been on a Cartoon Network, but I guess not. I feel like that really made Nickelodeon popular. You know what I mean? There was some really great cartoons that were out in the 2000s. And then after that, it just kind of got weird. I feel like cartoons kind of plateaued a little bit, at least when it comes to story. 𝑣𝑒𝑟 𝑍𝑒𝑚 isn't, well, it's more creative, wacky, and goofy. Bunch of gooners running around. 𝑣𝑒𝑟 𝑍𝑒𝑚's plans and plotting against, you know, taking control of the world, invading it, destroying it. But, yeah, I think, I don't know. I just feel like the best cartoons that actually had some sort of context and it just wasn't wacky or silly for no reason and actually had purpose. You know what I mean? I feel like that was late 90s for sure. Especially on, I think, both Disney, Nickelodeon, and Cartoon Network. Dexter's Laboratory was a good one. Pretty funny. I Love You, Dee Dee. His sister, Dexter's sister, Dee Dee.
What kind of stuff have you heard? Could you tell us?
Oh, sure. I don't think that would harm anything. I like to think of myself as an open book. And speaking of books, that's what the Baroness would usually be asking about. Shroudy, on the other hand, he usually didn't ask anything at all.
Turn into a bat? I think we can later. FGC Highlight says Gunnar sounds like a wild show.
Why? Was Shroudy too shy?
No, too sadistic. The one fellow over there without his head, Shroudy really went after. That's right around the time when the Baroness disappeared. Curious thing about that guest.
What?
He didn't bleed at all. Shroudy took one whack at his head and it fell on the floor and shattered like a Ming vase. Very, very odd. Even for around here.
Ooh, so the Baroness was Shroudy's mother. She was murdered by that guy, that body over there. Turns out the body isn't a living person, but moved on its own. Could be some sort of magic and possession related. Maybe some occult themes entering into the story. So I think after the Baroness died, maybe that's when he met Mona. So he was replacing the absent mother. Because I don't think Mona and the Baroness, which is Shroudy's mother, at least regarding what they're telling us so far, that they never actually met, but she knows of her. So it could have been a little bit after he met Mona.
Book? What book?
Oh, yes. The Book of Shrouds was always the topic of discussion for the Baroness. It was mostly various priests, scholars, magicians, historians, and, oh, holy men that the Baroness would bring down here. She was definitely trying to extract knowledge from them about that book.
Ooh, what's the last time you saw the Baroness?
When was the last time you saw the Baroness?
She was torturing that headless man over there several years ago. After she got the information she wanted, she left the castle in a hurry and never returned.
You think the Barb is kind of quirky and hot? You guys are silly. But yeah, Mortals, I agree. It was more of like an older audience. Given like how the characters talked, it really didn't feel like for kids. I think a lot of their morbid jokes and the weirdness to it, it just probably wasn't for like, I would say maybe high schoolers would be like the audience or older. I definitely agree with that one. Let's see, this one is... I have so many plushies in the way. I have plushies on my desk and they're in the way now. It says, do you have the session memorized right before the Baroness left? Yeah, because we need to confirm if she's dead or alive, because maybe she can help us. But she may not, knowing that Shroudy, her son, is gone.
Do you have this session memorized right before the Baroness left?
Yes, let me see. I believe I have it here. It's been a few years. Oh. Here I go. Man from Cabal. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It hurts so much. Ah, I can't take it. Ah.
Do you think you could skip ahead a little bit to where he was actually talking?
Yes, of course. Man from Cabal. Yes, I have the tome you're looking for. It will give you all the secrets to unlocking the book. Baroness, tell me where it is or I'm going to shove this hot poker.
Oh my! Could we please, skip ahead a little bit more?
Oh, certainly. Man from Cabal. The tome is in my camp, buried at the base of a large oak tree near the Vargo Pass crossroads. Baroness, you'd better not be lying to me or when I return you will feel pain as you have never felt it before. Huh. After that, the Baroness disappeared. A few days later, Shroudy came downstairs screaming about a trap. He took an axe and tried to chop the poor fellow's head off. But when the head rolled off, there was no blood. It wasn't a man at all. It was some kind of talking clay statue or some such.
I think it's called a clay golem.
How do you know about that?
Used to play a lot of Dungeons and Dogs. The clay golems dropped a lot of loot and were pretty aggro.
Golem?
I should have known. Bob, please go on.
Apparently, somebody was laying a trap for the Baroness. And it must have worked, for she never returned.
What did Shroudy do after that?
I believe he searched frantically for months, but he didn't find a single trace of her at Vargo Pass or anywhere else in Draxylvania. Poor little monster. He lost his mommy so young. He was devoted to her, you know. He got lonely and left on holiday soon after that. He came back occasionally with a new female companion, but he seemed to grow tired of each one after a time. Then off he would go again.
Hey, Mona, That may explain why you're here.
Yes, from what I've seen, he likes you best of them so far. Maybe it's because you look so much like her.
Like whom?
Oh, his mother, the Baroness, of course.
Oh. She's like, why would you compare me to his mother, so awkward? What was that? What was the cabal you mentioned?
What was this cabal you mentioned?
I don't know, but I do recall they all seemed to wear a belt that had a gold circle with a star in the middle and an eye in the middle of the star. The Baroness seemed to really, give them special attention.
What does that mean?
Who was the guess you speak of?
The Baroness would search all over the world for priests and scholars, or even wizards and witches, and invite them to stay at the castle, all expenses paid.
Let me guess. She slipped them a Mickey, and instead of the spa, they ended up down here.
Right. Then she would ask me to take down everything I heard for future reference. When she was done, some went into the pit, and a few she took somewhere else. Maybe another dungeon somewhere. I don't know. As you can imagine, I don't get around much.
What does being an Iron Maiden pay?
What does being an Iron Maiden pay?
Pay? Oh no, I have to do this. I'm not sure why. Torturing people does seem horrible and just downright unfriendly and all, but we all have to follow the paths our creators have laid down for us. My path in this life is to slowly squeeze the life out of people and record their thoughts on the matter. Simple, true, but still rewarding.
Can I save the person inside of you?
Settle down, our mama isn't going to be happy.
Oh, that's sad. Someone's inside of her and they're dying. Grandmaster says, yo, what? Yeah, there's somebody in there. What's Mr. Meaty, Muertos? I've never heard of that show. But it sounds familiar. Mr. Meaty? What was that about? I remember Monsters. There was a show called Monsters on Nickelodeon. And then, Beaver... Leave It to Beaver, was it? Beaver Brothers. I really liked that one.
How come we have never had the pleasure of talking before?
Well, the Baroness and later Shroudy always told me never to talk to strangers or any guests. But now that they're both gone, I just feel free to talk to you for some reason.
Lonely. How are you able to talk?
How are you able to talk?
Oh, for the longest time, I was scrap metal from a wrecked ship, the SS Woebegone out of Lake Superior. Then I was sold to Acme Toys, Tools, and Torture Devices in Port Varda. There I was forged and cast and shipped here. Then one Christmas Eve, the Baroness made a wish upon a bright star that I would come to life. And what do you know? A magical fairy came down and granted her wish, and that is how I came to life.
Are you sure that's the way it happened?
Pretty sure.
Hi, Cadence. Hello. You're just in time. We're talking to this, Iron Maiden.
Do you happen to know the combination to Shroudy's coffin?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know the whole combination, but I am pretty sure the first number is 0, though. Unfortunately, from my position, I can really only see the first number. Wish I could help more.
First number is 0. Gotta collect it.
Oh, good idea. My, grumbling stomach thinks you should go ask Ozzy, the fountain gargoyle. He might have had a better vantage point of the combination.
Ozzy? Hey, who's
I
Ozzy?
will. Thank you.
I
What
should
is-
warn you,
oh.
he is a bit rusty in the head and is sometimes impossible to understand.
Dark Buddy says, 2 angry beavers, I think. Oh, angry beavers. Yes, I said leave it to Beaver. I think that's another show, Leave It to Cleaver or something. Little says it was a puppet show with 2 teen guys that work at a fast food store in a mall on Nickelodeon. Oh, those guys, the ones with the big lip puppeteer looking things. They were so creepy. It makes me think of Fanboy and Fanboy and Chum? Fanboy and Chum Chum?
Well, I better be going. It's been very nice talking with you.
You too. Shh, hush. Bye-bye.
Wow, we get a lot of context out of that. So we have to unlock Shroudy's coffin with a combination number, and the first number is 0. Okay, so anything else we need to check out? What is this box here?
I think we all know what that is.
What do you mean? Can I take it? Wait! think we should take it.
No way! Too heavy.
Okay, well, is there any other options? I mean, it's a box crate of something.
And get all dirty? No, thank you. I want to look good for the trip home.
Do you think her parents are still alive, or do you think they're dead? She's been gone for so long, we don't even know what century she's in now.
I don't like dirty talk.
Let's go to this table here. Let's start exhibiting items. Way in the background.
That's a rather odd-looking item. I wonder what it's used for.
I'll take a wild guess. How about grinding stuff?
Ew. Can I take it?
I don't want to touch that thing. It's got lots of residue on it.
You're right, Mona. It looks like there are bits of flesh and bone, and maybe a few coffee beans.
Coffee beans?
Yeah, Shroudy sometimes like to start his day with a hot cup of joe and the evening paper boy.
Don't you mean the evening paper?
No, I mean the paper boy. Shroudy always enjoyed feasting on 𝑑𝐴𝐴 paper boys. I assume he threw their corpses into the pit, then climbed into his coffin where he'd relax and read their papers.
What? He killed children? That's awful.
And make minced bat meat? Huh? I don't think I want to do that. Yet. But if I don't get off this island soon, I might.
Let's see. Let me see real quick. Right click. Let's get these nuts. And what if we... Yeah.
That doesn't need any fruits and nuts snack.
I don't know. Okay. Okay, so what if we... Okay, so let's see. Let's try this, examining these items. Little by little. And then we should be good to go once we collect it.
It appears to be some sort of hideous torture device. I wonder where the Baroness would find such a thing.
Maybe she went shopping at that trendy new Swedish torture furniture superstore. I've heard they have a wide selection of inexpensive torture gear, and when you walk through the store, they have a bunch of different dungeon rooms set up so you can actually see how your torture device would look once you take it home.
What? Can I take it?
Absolutely not. That would kill me.
Technically, I think the spikes would have to be made of wood to kill you. So I think you're good. That is, if you really want to sit on a chair designed to cause unimaginable pain.
Huh, okay, so we can't take that. What about this right here? The malice.
It's a large mace hanging high
Oh,
up
it's a
on the wall.
mace.
From the looks of it, I'd say it's still in pretty good condition.
Mace, huh? Is that what it's called? I thought it was called anesthesia.
Yes, FGC highlights. Yes, the newspaper boy was always eaten by Shroudy, but I can't believe he ate children, because the paper boy is like a really young, probably a teenager maybe, at the oldest. Grandmaster says they're in the Maiden, LOL. Yeah, they're inside of the Iron Maiden. Can we take it?
I bet a big, heavy, hitting thing might be useful somewhere, but I'm not going to carry it around. I'll keep it in mind, though.
Do you think we have to come back for it, literally? Hopefully not. Okay, so what is this right next to her feet?
It looks like a poker and a brazier full of hot coals. Obviously, this is another one of Shroudy's torture devices. Judging from the smell in the air, I'd say it's gotten some use lately.
Is that what that is? Oh, man! I thought maybe somebody was cooking hamburgers down here. My mouth started watering as soon as we came down the steps.
That sounds like burning flesh to me. Can we take it?
That poker is a little too hot to pick up.
Well then, what about the brazier filled with white-hot coals?
Gee, I don't know, Fudrick. Why don't you try and pick it up and let me know how it goes?
Weird. Can we go down here? Let's go down here. They're really giving context into the torture chamber. Let's see what else we can do. Oh, so many items. Nice. Okay, what about this right next to you? What is that?
It's a large metal spike. Probably used to hold prisoners' coats. Right, Fudrick?
Yeah. I mean, no. Actually, it's an art installation by some guy named 𝑯𝑦𝑵. He used to put a bunch of stuff on it, but I forget what.
Huh, we're not gonna need it, are we?
It's bolted to the wall. I'm unnaturally strong, but not that strong.
I forgot she has like vampiric powers, so she can do really like she could probably pick up things, but mentally she has the mind of a woman, an ordinary woman, but the body strength of a vampiric lady. Wouldn't she become the new like Duchess of, well, because Shroudy's dead, the Baroness is dead. Would she become the new Baroness then? At least in title?
It's a burning torch.
Huh, okay, what about this right here? Looks like hell?
That's strange. I never realized the castle had a sub-basement. It looks a little hot in there.
Who's that mean-looking dude with the pitchfork?
Knew
Who's
it.
that standing next to him?
You mean the guy with the stupid look on his face and the name tags that says, "My name is George"? I have no idea.
I thought they were describing, Satan. It looks that way though. Can we call out?
Hey, you! Yeah, I'm talking to you, Mr. Big Red Dude with the spiked tail. You're lucky I forgot to bring my fiddle, otherwise I'd challenge you to the musical duel of the century, and I'd kick your calcer.
What else? Oh, here's another item.
It's an unlit torch.
Wow, I've never seen one of those. It seems like they never go out. Ever.
It says, FGC highlights says 𝑣𝑙𝑎𝑑 mentioned the original Dracula. Hino says, let's go Vlad. Maybe Vlad was Shroudy's father.
This might come in handy, but I'm not carrying it around. I'll keep it in mind.
Good, another item acquired. We're almost there. Let's see. So many other things to look at. So who do you think's down here in the dungeon?
It's the handle to the grate that covers the pit. It's some kind of pit. I can't see what's down there because it's so dark.
We should
You may
light the
not
torch.
be able to see it, but you can certainly smell it. Whatever's down there smells worse than the skid marks in Shroudy's underwear.
How do you know that?
Ew!
Ugh, never mind. I don't need to know.
Why do you know he has skid marks in his undies? Frederick?
It's the hinge for the grate that covers the pit. It looks like it hasn't been oiled in a long time.
Do you think we have to oil it and go down there?
It's the hinge for the grate that covers the pit. It looks like it hasn't been oiled in a long time.
Okay, same thing, but can we lift it? Okay, hold on. Can I talk to who's in there? And maybe it'll give us an option. There's blood going down.
It's a good thing I haven't eaten anything this morning. Otherwise, I might be making a contribution to whatever's down in that pit.
You mean you're on the verge of blowing chunks, yodeling in the gully, talking to Ralph on the big white telephone, executing a Technicolor yawn, launching lunch, delivering street pizza, or involuntarily creating a personal protein spill?
Frederick,
That's
you're
what?
more than a little twisted, but highly creative.
Well, so those are all the catchphrases as to how you can say, I want to puke. Oh, she's strong! Yeah, there's blood going
stuck.
down.
The hinges appear to be rusted shut. I won't be able to open this up until the hinges are working.
Okay, so we'll come back with... Hold on a second. Let's move her over here. What else can we do? Let's look down to see if we can talk to George. Well, she's standing in the way. Move over here for a second. Yeah, move a little closer for... Oh, okay, there you go. Thank you. What over here can we touch? So you see the little icon here, but it's not showing. Let's look at what we can interact with. This is kind of educational.
It's a couple of chains.
Now all we need are some chips, dip, whips, and we got ourselves a party.
Wow, a party of torture. So there's this one, there's this, and then there's this section here. I think we're gonna examine like what's left of like people, their remains, because evidently Shroudy and the Baroness were not very nice people.
My, they sure spilled a lot of ketchup down here. And on this wall particularly.
Ketchup? Looks more like O positive salty tasting Merlot to me.
Ew! You know, Frederick kind of makes me think he's a blood-sucking vampire, and not just the fruity, nut-eating kind. All this blood talk.
I wonder who this Jenny girl is.
Given the fact that it's 1897, I'm more surprised that you're not wondering how you call somebody.
Oh, yeah, they have some really quirky jokes.
It's not my job to keep the walls of Shroudy's torture chamber clean. In fact, if I had some paint, I might add a few choice words myself.
I'd say it's a good thing you don't have any paint, considering this is supposed to be a family-friendly game.
Kimchi's going after some buggos. Can I talk? Can I read it or something?
It says for a good time call. Jenny, 867-5309.
Boy, I would have hated to be the poor bastard who had that phone number. I bet millions of people were tortured by that number, staring at it while hanging there, wondering who was this Jenny.
Wait, do we have to remember that? Hold on a second. I might have to remember that.
It says for a good time call. Jenny, 867-5309.
Boy, I would have hated to be the poor bastard who had that phone number. I bet millions of people were tortured by that number, staring at it while hanging there, wondering who was this Jenny.
Does anybody got Jenny's number? I think it's 867-5309, but I don't know if I caught it quick enough. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, truly not eating is crazy. She's quite thin, yes. She might have an appetite for some, her wine juice she's been talking about. But of course we know, winky winky, it's blood.
Re-drum. What does re-drum mean?
It's Moo-Rurder spelled backwards, I think. I knew a Moo-Rurder once. He owes me money.
You're really not making any sense.
Oh, can I click on it now? For some reason we can, but it won't let us. Examine. Got some weird hidden writing on the wall.
It's a rather ghoulish looking smiley face.
You've gotta love the power of positive thinking. Here he was, trapped in a dungeon, obviously bleeding, and yet he chose to make a smiley face instead of a frown. It's really quite uplifting if you think about it.
Can I speak? Can I read it out loud?
That face really does look quite happy.
You know, it kind of reminds me of a friend of mine named Wilson. Nice guy, but a bit on the quiet side. Real leathery skin, though.
Thank you, Muertos! He's got Jenny's number written down, 867-5309. Thank you, Muertos. We need it later for Jenny. Hello, Igor. You're just in time. We might have to call her. I don't know who this Jenny is, but we'll see.
I wish I could talk to the guy who wrote this. I really want to know what re-drum means.
Maybe he was a drummer who wanted to drum some more. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my calcer.
He's calzone. Get it? Calzone. But, bump. Let's see. Can I not interact with whatever it is here? Alright, it seems like we're done for now. Unless let's examine that little flame thing.
It's a burning torch.
Oh, it's a burning torch. Can I take it?
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not set myself on fire.
She's the most sassiest protagonist you'll ever meet. I thought we've had so far.
That's hot.
Hot or not, I wouldn't touch it.
I think that's it. Alright, we have to get something to get these hinges to be... to oil the hinges? We got our nutty snacks. What if we grind the nuts and turn it into oil? Okay, so what if I grab the nuts?
That doesn't need any fruits and nuts snack.
Okay, so what if... on the hinge. Haha! My little brain worked,
That
finally!
loosened one of them up, but I had to use all the lotion in the bottle. Now it's empty.
Yes, Igor, it has been a long time. What if We used all of it, but what if I grind these up and make
These two items won't combine together.
Okay, okay. Alright, so we got one of the hinges, loosened up. Grandmaster says, are you sure I looked it up and that's a song from 1981 called Jenny? That's a song? Now can we crumble the nuts and berries?
That doesn't need any fruits and nuts snack.
Ah! Okay, fine. We leave for now. Call me Jenny. What to do here? Did we come from this way? I can't remember. Yes, we did. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to that one fella, the one they mentioned, the gargoyle, that he knows the sets of digits to Shroudy's coffin. We're gonna need to get inside of there in order to find a way to escape the castle. I'm not so sure what we're gonna do after. We might be actually heading back to... Okay, let's look at this here. We might be heading back home, but I don't think her parents are alive because she's a vampire, so she lives forever. Yeah, that's kind of sad.
That is a balcony where we search for the hidden key.
Yeah, it's in one of those gargoyles. So let's go find that key.
Are you serious? Muertos 8675309 is a song from the 80s. What? 𝐙𝒂 hello, 𝐙𝒂 says you should play Dark Souls, it's super easy. Dark Souls is difficult.
I hate changing out in public. If I need to go over there, I'll just walk.
But I'll try it for you guys. Only if we vote the majority, because it's expensive to play for... Dark Souls is pretty much a newer game, or at least in recent years. I guess to me it's newer.
Oh, seeing that balcony makes me think about my years on the stage and my beloved Pelly.
Yeah, well, your name's not Juliet, so we need to focus on getting out of this castle.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and examine as much as we can and then solve this little puzzle of, like, getting information out of this gargoyle buddy.
It's the shoreline of Lake 𝑉𝑘𝑠. I have to find a way to escape this damnable castle so that I can get over there and back to Pelly.
Why don't you fly over there again? I know it's kind of far, but I think we could make it.
For some reason, I can't fly over moving water. It must be part of the magic curse Shroudy placed on me.
Curse, huh? Does the name of this so-called curse rhyme with... Zampire?
Zampire? So let's examine the lake. There's this giant ghoulish gobble monster that Shroudy hypnotized at the very start of the game. I was gonna say series or episode because it has some animation cuts. Really like it. From the early 2000s for a game to have animation, wow. It's like that was high budget.
It's the lake monster of Lake 𝑉𝑘𝑠. A hideous creature that slinks through the water, devouring whatever creatures he can find. A monstrous creature.
Well, in his defense, he is technically a monster.
Why are you defending him?
Let's just say, I know what it's like to be a misunderstood miscreant mired in melancholy.
Melancholy?
Nice alliteration.
Thank you. Nice assonance.
Can we talk to the monster?
Hello, Mr. Lake Monster. I think you are so glossy and shiny and powerful looking. I bet you're just misunderstood and not monstrous at all.
What are you trying to do? Make a new friend or something?
Did it ever occur to you that once we find a way out of this castle, we're probably going to end up encountering that creature? What if it ends up that he's hungry and he decides he wants to eat one of us? At that point, is he more likely to choose the friendly, young woman or the annoying little bat who's always being mean to him?
Her voice?
Hey, Lake Monster, you rock! Buddy, old pal of mine, you rule!
I think the lake monster would eat anybody regardless of how nice they are. I don't think I don't think the lake monster wants to chat. Probably just eat. Muerto says, getting trolled by a song reference 2 games in a row. Sprinkles, you're on fire. You're probably right, Grandmaster. It could be an Easter egg. So, I don't know. I've never heard of it. I don't know. I'm so spacey. I'm always spacey on live stream. What should we examine first?
It's a stone gargoyle. Short and ugly.
Kinda reminds me of Shroudy.
I know Shroudy hides a key in one of these gargoyles. I just can't remember which one.
Guess we're gonna have to search all of them.
Search all of them?
It's a stone gargoyle. He looks very mean and heartless.
In other words, stone cold?
I know Shroudy hides a key in one of these gargoyles. Oh, I just can't remember which one.
You know, these gargoyles look like little, they look like little golems. What about this guy? I mean, I kind of like gargoyles. They say that gargoyles wear off evil. That's why they have them above older chapels or cathedral churches. And it was to signify that they would scare the evil demons away if the castle, or not the castle, but the cathedral churches, if they were surrounded by gargoyles, they'd be less likely to attract negative or evil energy. Something like that.
It's a stone gargoyle. This one looks uncomfortable.
Like he's between a rock and a hard place?
Oh god. 'Cause he is. Let's see. What if we torture the poor thing? What's this? I forgot what this is.
I bet I could provoke the gargoyle that has the key by smashing them all with that mace.
Hey, that's not half bad. And it will be extremely fun. Let's do it.
Violence! And then it's automatic. The animation here between her grabbing items, which is so important as to why you have to go kind of like examine, read through, interact with. Because then she'll do this automatically. Like, I'm not even doing anything now. He knows that there's a point and click where instead of stealing, you just destroy. No, the malice! Our weapon! Pop. Ew. He looks like a boogie. A bogey! Oh, he sent it flying back. Whoa! Ew.
Yeesh. Looks like our favorite lake monster has a serious case of acid reflux disease.
Goodles.
Whatever that is, it sounds painful.
Inky needs to stop eating so much Italian.
Oh, like lasagna or pizza?
No, Italians. Like the boat full of Venetian tourists that he sank yesterday.
Let's see. Tell us what you know. Enough of examining.
Please, I feel as though we've started off on the wrong foot. Or in your case, perhaps the wrong claw.
He's big! How do you think we'll get him to tell us the truth?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mona de Lafitte.
Charmed, I'm sure. I don't usually associate with common folk such as yourself. As you appear to be a lady, I would consider kissing your hand, but based on the smell of you, I must conclude that you are clearly a member of the unwashed masses.
He's saying she doesn't bathe. Does she bathe? That's a great question, because back then, when it came to bathing, people would use a bowl of water or any nice oils or like bath salts, and they would use that to kind of freshen up perfumes and things like that. And they would do a lot of like kind of, what is it? A towelette washing. So it could be that she doesn't, because I don't think they had running water. Not everywhere. Not everybody did. So they either pooped and peed in buckets, bathed in buckets, bathed at least once a month. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, she looks pretty clean to me. I bet she smells nice.
You certainly are an unpleasant creature.
You would be unpleasant too if you endured what I have.
Like what? Tell me your story.
Oh, very well. Many years ago, the Baroness 𝑣𝑰𝑵 created me in her workshop. Apparently, the Baron's death left the castle a bit on the lonely side. After my creation, I was allowed to reside in the library. The Baroness and I would spend hours talking, and in my free time, I was given full access to the 𝑣𝒁𝒆 library. During the day, I would spend hours upon hours educating myself and feasting upon literary delicacies such as Shakespeare, Chaucer, and Milton. A most enjoyable experience, I assure you.
The voice acting guy is top tier in this game. Even years ago, this is 2008. It's been about almost 20 years since the game came out. Hours and upon the hours in the library. It really sets the tone that he's just snobbish of a character personality type.
Why are you so angry?
Do you really want to hear my story?
If you tell me yours, I'll tell you mine.
Oh, very well. Many years ago, the Baroness 𝑣𝒁𝒆 created me in her workshop. Apparently, the Baron's death left the castle a bit on the lonely side. After my creation, I was allowed to reside in the library. The Baroness and I would spend hours.
Okay, I can skip it, thank the Lord. How did you end up on the bridge, though?
Curious. How did you end up on this bridge?
The Baroness decided she wanted to have a child.
Are you the father of Shroudy?
A child? Who was the father? You?
No. I assure you, no child of mine would turn out like Shroudy. And if it did, I would have thrown him into the lake.
That would seriously impact your chances of getting one of those world's greatest dad coffee mugs.
No, truth be told, I don't know who Shroudy's father is. All I know is that the Baroness disappeared into her workshop. There were some strange sounds, then the crying of a child. I can't imagine what went on down there.
Ooh.
Your guess is as good as mine on the origin of that hellion.
So Shroudy was made in a workshop, so he probably was a makeshift vampire and not like an actually blood-born child. It could have been that the Baroness had trouble conceiving, so she might have just put a few things together and somehow created him. The crying of a child. Is that why Shroudy's small? Or at least was, because then he kind of became an evil spirit. Katsuya says, I told my friend I was gonna get a voice acting role in the future Persona game, so that's my future goal. You could totally acquire it. Even if it's not Persona, it could be your most top tier favorite game. Or maybe it could become a favorite? But I definitely think so. I mean, voice acting is always there for fun. I'm okay with getting a small role. See where it goes. They do have animators here on YouTube. Sometimes they have openings where you can, audition. But yeah, keep pursuing your ideal goals. I would say I too want to do voice acting. That's why I do VTubing. Well, in this case, for this game, I don't have to read anything. I can just kind of comment in between and react with you guys. It's kind of crazy that he looks like he has a diaper on, but he has like these really, look at his abs, man. He's just built that way. He doesn't even have to exercise, but he's got a lot of claws.
Stop right there. I don't want to know.
Oh, don't be absurd.
Good. I didn't want that image in my head.
But how Shroudy was born?
The Baroness of this castle?
Yes. Before Shroudy ruled here, the Baroness Lilith 𝑣𝒁𝒆 was in charge.
Lilith?
So then you and she...
Oh, don't be absurd.
You didn't like Shroudy's mom?
You don't seem to like Shroudy.
Oh, God, no. Not at all. After he was born, my days of living quietly in the library were over. He thought I was his play toy and pestered me constantly. Finally, One day, after he attempted to dress me up in one of the Baroness's nightgowns, I yelled at him and told him to never touch me again. He ran off crying to the Baroness, and that's all it took. I've been on this bridge ever since.
If you hated Shroudy so much, why didn't you leave after the Baroness disappeared?
Well, you of all people should know. Like you, I'm magically bound to this castle. I can't just simply fly away. As punishment for yelling at her son, I'm doomed to be stuck out in the cold, forever holding this key in my mouth.
Can we have the key?
If you hate Shroudy so much, why not just give us the key?
Let me take your suggestion under advisement. I think not.
You are such a jerk.
Well then, I guess that's why I'm not going to give you the key, because I'm just a jerk. Now run along, you two, back to your tower. Get comfortable, because without this key, there's no way you're getting through that door. Oh, did I mention the door and the key were enchanted?
What?
So, as you can see, there's no way you're getting through that door, and no way I'm giving you this key.
Okay, got it. Name your price for the key. What do you want?
Name your price for the key. Any price.
I might have something. Get rid of the Raven Edgar for me.
Oh.
And then we can talk about giving you the key.
No way. Edgar's cool. Why don't you like him?
He is a bird. He sits above me. I am a statue. You figure it out. Let's just say he has bad aim.
Or good aim, from my point of view.
It's disgusting. Just like you. Get rid of him and I may think about giving you the key.
Ooh.
Till then, leave me alone so I may think my thoughts.
Oh, so that's what you snooty types call picking your nose and scratching your backside. I always wondered.
Enough! Rufus, where is this Edgar Raven you speak of?
Haven't you been listening? He sits above me in a raven roost at the top of the tower. Now please return to the great unwashed masses from whence you came.
Unwashed masses, I tell you, sir. I took a bath before I came to live stream. How dare you call me filthy? Do you actually like sitting on the bridge for so long and being a servant boy?
Do you actually like sitting on this bridge and being Shroudy's servant?
No, because he's always taking me for granite. Oh my, yes.
Noodle? Come here, Noodle.
Oh my,
Come
yes.
here, Noodle.
That joke is old enough to collect a pension.
What is your name? Kid Kooky, master of all comedy? I'll have you know that I have read 32 books on comedy, and have been told I can be fresh, funny, and cutting edge.
I see. So you just choose not to be.
Exactly. And to answer your query, seriously this time?
Yes, stay serious, please.
It's not a matter of liking what I do. It is a matter of duty. We enchanted gargoyles take pride in doing our duties and doing them well.
Unlike your joke-telling.
You are extremely lucky I am bound to this bridge, or you would be severely punished.
Your jokes are punishment enough.
So, I don't think he's gonna give us the key, though. So far we understand his creation, his purpose, and that he's cursed. So he's cursed in a position like us where he's kind of just stuck here forever. Do you like him, or do you not like him because he doesn't want to help us escape? I'll leave that up to you guys. He's okay, but he's naked.
May I please have the key to the rest of the castle?
Not going to happen, I'm afraid. I take my job very seriously, unlike you.
He sounds like, what's his name?
What job are you talking about?
Looking pretty, smelling nice, not speaking till spoken to. I wouldn't expect a raise if I were you.
Hey, anyone ever teach you it isn't polite to speak ill of the dead, you rotten son of...
Ixnay on the Ottenley. We still need to get the key, remember? Is there anything we could do to help persuade you to give us the door key?
That's right, we're kind of done here. I think it's just we
I
leave.
think it is nighttime we go.
Funny, I had that exact thought.
Oh, please, you're stuck here. You're cursed. Okay, so we have to get rid of that raven. Let's go look over here, though. Anything we missed?
Those torches brighten my day.
And this bridge.
So what if I combined this with the... Oh, not that.
These two items won't combine together.
What is this? Oh, that's the code.
These two items won't combine together.
Okay, so nothing yet, then. Wait a second. Go right here. This is what we need to go through, the door.
It's an ornate metal door. There's all kinds of strange symbols engraved on it. And it's almost as if the door is vibrating with some kind of mystical energy.
Okay, it's a magic door. Got it.
So, can I fly up here? Isn't that where the raven is?
Let's go see what's up.
There she goes, it's a bat! She's got a big head. It's kind of like how I want to look as a, like, fur tune baby. It's Mr. Raven! Old fella.
Ah, Edgar's up. And he's sober.
Sober? Are you sure? Not from where I'm standing.
He smells drunk.
It's 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 the gargoyle, sitting under his turret.
Can we yell at him?
We've tried talking to him, but no matter what, I don't think he'll ever voluntarily give us the key to the castle.
Let's talk to this guy.
Excuse me, Mr. Raven. Might I have a quick word with you?
Yeah, sure.
Now here comes his dialogue. Every character has some like some voicing to it, which is nice, so you don't have to read anything.
My name is Mona. What's yours?
The name's Edgar. Hey, I've seen you before. You're that gal the short guy keeps locked up in the tower, aren't you?
Yes. My full name is Mona de la Fite. Pleased to make your acquaintance. And yes, I am sad to say that for the past year, 𝖎𝑠ℎ𝑦 has kept me locked up in this castle. But now I finally have a chance at freedom. Earlier tonight, 𝖎𝑠ℎ𝑦 was killed. We heard his screams from across the lake.
Dead, huh? Well, it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. So now the castle is yours. Don't worry about me staying here. I'm building a permanent nest in Gotham Falls near where my girl lives. But until I make a good nest, collect my fortune, she won't marry me. So this is my bachelor pad till then.
Huh, it looks really nice. You have a really nice bachelor pad.
I can't get through the doors that's right below you. 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬, one of the gargoyles, has the key, but he won't give it to us.
Well, I'd like to help you, but I don't know too much about those gargoyles. All I know is that every time I do my business, I hear one of them yelling up at me from below.
Oh!
Well, I'm a bird. I do bird stuff. But they haven't had much to complain about lately. I'm a bit backed up, if you know what I mean.
Ooh.
Maybe.
So we have to
Yeah, the
help
carrion
him?
pickings are always pretty slim in the winter. But come spring, it'll be a veritable feast of dried out carrion. That'll get the old pipes flowing.
Good to know, I guess.
He also has toilet talk. 𝐻𝐿 says, what if you just kick the gargoyle off? I wish we could, but Mona says everything's too heavy.
How do you like living in Castle Varg?
It's all right. I can do what I want, hang out with my buds, party, drink. No one bothers me. But I feel out of touch sometimes way out here. When I was in the city, I was in the know. Could follow my favorite sports team, hear the latest gossip. Sometimes it's just too isolated around here. You know what I mean?
I do. You just need to feel more connected to the world, more informed. I do too. As soon as I'm back in Paris, things will be back to normal.
Great. Well, good luck with that.
So we have to give him something to help him take a stinky. Do you know another way into this part of the castle?
Do you know of another way into this part of the castle?
Nah. This place is sealed up tighter than... Well, it's sealed up tight. Just before you got here, that short fellow went around installing bars and locks and boarded up almost every window and door to this part of the castle. I guess Sh$roudy didn't want someone, probably you, to get in for some reason.
Weird.
That is all I need to know.
Kimchi. Kimchi might make an appearance on Saturday. I gotta figure out what else we can do for Saturday because I think the box unboxing may be short and then we might play some games. Who's this?
It's an old angelic-looking statue standing right on the edge of the tower.
What if we just tip it over on the gargoyle? Kimchi!
Well, that didn't work. I'm stronger than I was, but I still can't push this over.
I have an idea. Ow, Kimchi! You're being violent with my foot! Stop! He scratched my foot! I'm going to get you, Kimchi. Kimchi! He's so mean to me. He's so violent.
Wait, Mona! Rufus isn't under the statue. If you drop it on him, it'll miss and hit the stone wall next to him.
Oh, Noodle.
You're right, Frederick. We better find a way to get the key from him.
Ah, okay, so what we're gonna have to do is find a way to get the crow to poop. It'll get Rufus to move, and then we can topple him.
Edgar's clothespins.
Can I take one?
Edgar, can I have one of those clothespins?
Whoa, no can do, lady. I'd love to loan you one, but I am way behind in my laundry. My clothes are smelling so bad they're even offending me, and that's saying something.
It is. It really is.
So I'm going to have to use my line, washer, and clothespins until I'm done.
Got it.
The clothesline has Edgar's clothes on it, held up by clothespins.
I'm trying to catch Kimchi. Because he keeps attacking me. No, Kimchi. You're so cute. He just wants cuddles. Alright, let me see if I can. Can I take your sock?
Edgar, can I borrow some of your clothes for Frederick? He needs to cover up a bit, don't you think?
Oh my gosh,
That would
my
help more
head!
than new
Oh,
clothes.
so
Why
awkward!
not just drop them in the tub and I'll scrub them down?
That is an excellent idea. I like your thinking.
Don't I get a say in this?
No, Kimchi.
Wait, I do. And it's no.
He'd rather be naked. You're so cute. Me, go away. No, go be stinky. Okay, so what else can we do?
It's the doorway into Edgar's roost. It's already open.
Ah, Katsu, you recommend playing Persona games and they're on discount. You think I would enjoy them? I'll consider playing. I've watched people do playthroughs of Persona. It seems interesting. A lot of dialogue, and they also have voice acting in it, which would be nice because you can kind of rest your voice. Maybe some readings involved.
It's already open.
What can I do?
No need to yell in there. Edgar's right here. It's Edgar's wash tub.
What else can we do?
He's using it. It would be rude for me to knock him out and take it.
Well...
Excuse me, Mr. Raven? Might I have a quick word with you?
Yeah, sure.
I don't think we have anything else to talk about, though. Itchy. Yeah, we're
That's all
good.
I need to know.
So, okay, we gotta figure out how to help Edgar clear his bowels. What if...
That doesn't need any fruits and nuts snack.
Okay, so I have a different idea then. I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and go back down here. There might be something I forgot to do down in the dungeon. Selecting options, because they do have a lot of torture devices. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna go... Where's my mouse? There it is. We're gonna go back to... The violence! Ugh, Kimchi. He wants to cuddle, but he's being aggressive. Kimchi, you're such a little teenager. He wants love, but he's being so violent. There, I gave him a Liga, so he can go play with that. Let's go back to the dungeon. I think it's this way. She walks very swiftly. Sarcasm. Well, she is starved because she still hasn't gotten her wine, so she hasn't eaten in a while. Let's see. What if... Crush nuts in the nutcracker? Ha 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 ha. Get it because it's the ball crusher? Nuts. At least one of you guys said so. I thought it would take off the Twinkie.
Let's crush Froderick's fruits and nuts.
Hold on, what are you doing? Mona, please, wait!
Relax, Froderick. They are just the fruits and nuts from your cave.
Yeah, sharing's caring.
On a somewhat related note, I'll let you know when my heart restarts.
Crush the nuts. Oh, wait, no! I didn't mean to click down the torture chamber. I meant to right-click and go into inventory. So if you guys play, right-click your mouse and you should get inventory. Let's go ahead and use this one. I love you, Kimchi. Whittle says, I'm super excited for the One Piece anime reboot. Are they really rebooting? Kimchi.
This bottle is empty. I can fill it up with this dripping oil.
We can use this as lubricant. Can I crush more nuts?
That won't accomplish anything, I'm afraid.
Oh. Okay, let's go back down here. Ah, so what? Okay, so Hino says not the nuts. Yes, the nuts. We had to. We needed more lubricant so we can open up the stinky dungeon. I like how she had to quickly walk that way. For some reason, we're gonna go ahead and use this as a lubricant. For the hinge right here. Let's see with her vampiric strength if she can open it.
That did it. Both hinges are now loose.
Alright, time to see what's inside. Alright, progress. It's a lot of wool.
That did it. The pit is now open.
Man, that smells horrible.
Ugh. Thank you, Gatsu. Thank you for sharing your Persona favorite game and Discord. Kimchi. So what do we have to put down here? Kimchi? You keep attacking me. Is it because you miss me? I have Noodle in my lap and he's getting like very angry. No, Kimchi. Why are you such a butt licker? I cuddle with him at night. He just... Oh, my mic! Be free, Kimchi! I keep holding him and then he gets mad. Okay, so I don't think we have anything that she can use. A Noodle, Kimchi's so jealous of you. He's attacking my feet. Hello, Aquila Blue Knight. It says, hello, when did I subscribe to you again? I don't know. But thank you for subbing. I gotta figure out what else we need. Kimchi! Stop! You keep attacking me. It's getting violent. Okay, so what else do we need? Do we still have the lubricant? Oh, we do. What if we use this for
that
this?
That doesn't need ashes.
Ah, that's a good point. That doesn't need ashes. So what does? He really does keep attacking me. All right, Noodle, be free. I think he wants Noodle. Please, please stop attacking me. Be free, Noodle. All right, Kimchi. Ugh, it's getting so heavy. You're getting so chunky. Yeah, he just wanted to attack Noodle. Got it. A Dark Buddy says, my dog got groomed and shaved today, and half of my cats don't realize he's the same dog. LOL. That's funny. How a haircut and a nice bath can change everything. So how?
These two items won't combine together.
Oh, save game. Return to game. I'm so glad we saved. I don't think there's anything here that we would need. Oh, I gotta remember. Kimchi, if you want to get on my lap, come to me, dear boy. There. Cuddles. I forgot, where does this lead? What about the bear? Talk to the bear, maybe.
I'm sorry, but I don't speak bear.
It says, Katsu, have you seen Tokyo Ghoul? I have. Kimchi is attacking me. Why? I'm just sitting here. Alright. Whoa. Oh dear. Alright, Kimchi should leave me alone for now. Let's see. What? Oh. Alright, Noodle has to go take a stinky. Where does this lead again? I forgot. It's called... Oh. Oh my goodness! Oh, lubricant! What if we use this here?
I can't use an empty bottle of body lotion with that.
Oh! It's empty?
An unlit torch won't help here.
Well, I don't know. I just thought maybe. Okay, so nothing so far. What is 𝑘𝒊𝒍𝒻? 𝑘𝒊𝒍𝒻? What if we light the torch?
An unlit torch won't help here.
Ah. Katsu says, at least that's what I heard. Because Amanda...
Crest, you are an odd assortment of symbols.
If I were to design my family crest, I would create something a little more subtle. Maybe a bat standing atop a mountain with a gleaming sword thrusting towards the heavens, a bare-bosomed lady clinging to my leg while holding the bloody head of a dragon.
What? Dragon hunting? He's a total D&D kind of guy.
No need to show off. I might as well walk.
Walk. Let's see. Can I grab it?
I better not. I might not be able to bear the weight.
But what can I do then?
I wonder if the artist got his inspiration from some high school kid's notebook.
Okay, let's go back upstairs. I feel like I'm missing something. What can I give the bird? So let's go back upstairs to her bedroom. I can just spacebar because she walks a little slow. Muerto says I also like Dan. Could I take this?
If I try to pick them up, they just fall apart. It's better to admire them from afar.
Noodle's very angry. What can I take? Interesting.
It's a large bottle of perfume I used to refill my crystal spray bottle.
What if?
I can't use an empty bottle of body lotion with that.
I don't know, I just thought maybe.
It's my bed.
Really? Because I thought your bed was down in the basement. You know, that pine box with dirt in the bottom that smells a bit like a corpse?
Well, I like sleeping down there better because this room gets way too bright.
So then what can we take?
I'm not tired right now. Besides, I rather enjoy staying up late. Although sometimes it makes me so tired, I end up sleeping the entire day away.
Gee, I wonder why. Could it have anything to do with being a vampire?
Vampire schmampire. It's just a simple curse, nothing more.
What did we miss? There's gotta be something I missed.
It does look comfy. But I've noticed that in bat form, I'm only comfortable sleeping upside down.
I know why my doggos are barking. AI father dressed a mannequin for fun. So now they're barking at a mannequin. I don't know. Everybody's got hobbies. Oh, what's that? Can I take that?
Ugh. There's no way I'm touching that picture. That guy is too creepy looking.
So then what can we do? Can I take something from here?
This animal noise toy just might come in handy.
Yeah. Animal toy noise. Can I take this?
I don't collect art done by lunatics.
Is there any other kind?
Is there nothing else? Okay, so...
Every one of these has a thorn, just like every night has a dawn.
Poetic! That's why I love Mona. Let's go up here. What did I miss?
Turning into a bat just to fly 1 foot and then turning back into a human again is highly overrated.
I kind of like you as a bat. Maybe there's something I can use? Oh. I think I remember something. Okay, let's see. This is to distract the 𝑯𝑐𝑗 monster.
I don't think a tapestry will work with that.
What if I try this?
An animal noise toy doesn't go with that. An animal noise toy doesn't...
Okay, got it. Okay, so there's nothing here we can do. We gotta find a lubricant for the crow. I thought it'd just be the nuts and berries, but... Because he's really clogged, so we can get rid of that gargoyle. What if I put this together?
These two items won't... These two items... These two items won't come...
So what to do then? Oh, hold on a second. I I'm trying to consider what we should do. I can't remember. I might need the help of a walkthrough.
An animal noise toy doesn't go with that.
What if we lit the torch?
An unlit torch won't help here.
Okay, what if we combine some items?
Vodrick, will you play this toy for me later?
Sure, just tell me when.
Oh!
That won't work.
Got it!
That won't work.
We're gonna need that later, so we combine Roderick with the toy. Okay, that worked, but I don't know what to do about that guy needing help with moving his bowels. I might need the help of a walkthrough. Let's see. What to do about the bird's bowel movement? Let's see. So we could be here forever. I think we've done good so far. Okay, I know what to do now. We missed something previously. So once we opened the... In the torture dungeon, that mysterious weird thing down there, we're supposed to do a few set of puzzles. It's very simple, but I missed it. So we go down here. So once you open up the hatch, you get the torch, and you light it. Which seems kind of simple.
If I need to light the torch, that would do it.
All we need now is a few hundred close friends with pitchforks and sticks, and we'll be ready to storm the castle of the local mad scientist.
Ugh, that is such an unimaginative cliche.
Okay, so we got to use a lit torch, and it says to throw it down into the here. For some reason. Ooh!
Oh my! Frederick! It looks like a pile of rotting bodies. How revolting!
It looks like there are a couple of fresh ones down there. They still got some meat on them.
Why on God's good green earth did the Baroness dump bodies down here?
Now we know why it stinks so bad. I had heard rumors about the fate of the Baroness's numerous guests after they came here, but man, she was one messed up witch.
Got it. Okay, so we're gonna go up here. It feels like so much easier now. But at first it's not, because I'm like, oh, okay, we got it open. Now what do we do? So now we go here. Okay, so we try to... Let's go ahead and see if we can communicate.
Hello, Mr. Fountain. How are you doing today?
Okay, so confirmed. He does talk.
I think he said, I'd love to chat with you, but it's hard to speak with a high-pressure jet of water emanating from my mouth.
I can imagine. I wonder if there's a way to turn it off somehow.
There aren't any valves to shut off the water that I can see. Maybe they're somewhere else.
So go here. Oh, not yet. But let's go ahead and see if we can talk to the rats.
Hello?
Hey, hello there yourself, Dollface.
Oh, yeah.
How are you doing today?
Voice acting. Let's go ahead and talk to the rats.
Who are you?
My name is Frank, although my friends call me Frankie. I'm here with my associates, Sammy, Joey, and Dean. We've been living in this castle for quite some time. You might say we manage the neighborhood.
The one talking's with the big eyes.
How you doing, Frankie?
Hey, look, yous guys, it's the 𝑣𝑗𝑽. I told you about him. This crazy guy could do things with his calculator that would make your head spin. You still do that trick, eh, Frody?
Oh, no, Frankie. I've sort of stopped doing stuff like that. I'm laying off the vino now, staying clean, if you know what I mean.
Forget about it. Yo, hey, sorry to hear about the thing with Rocco. You know, he's still looking for you. He and the Belfry boys are still pretty steamed up. You better make it right, and soon. Capiche?
And what about you? Looks like you got yourself a full-on rat pack.
Don't be a wise guy. You trying to be some kind of comedian or something?
Nah, I really think of myself as more of a short, one-eyed song and dance man.
Please forgive him.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Let's see, do you and your associates know the layout of the castle? Let's ask the rats for help.
Do you and your associates know the layout of the castle?
Oh, yeah. My associates and I use the old plumbing running through the castle to get from room to room. We pretty much have the run of the place, with the exception of the kitchen.
Why can't you go into the kitchen?
Well, the Baroness's cat hangs out in there. She's taken down a lot of my soldiers. Just the other day, she whacked my cousin Jimmy the Rat Carboni.
Not the most inventive nickname I've ever heard.
What are you gonna do? It's a popular name. Everybody wants it. So what am I gonna do?
Carboni? How come I've never met you before?
How come I never met you before?
Well, your master Baron Shroudy wasn't too fond of us. So we laid low until we heard from Edgar the Raven that Shroudy got whacked. Did you order that hit?
What? Me? No! I didn't even know you could order a hit. Or I might have been tempted to order one sooner.
And I've heard you singing too. It's nice, but a bit overwhelming and loud. You need to learn to control it better so you don't blow away your audience.
Gee, thanks. Opera tips from a rat.
An Italian rat? If we Italians know anything, it's opera.
Opera?
You're good. You just need some coaching.
She's loud. Okay, that kind of checks out. In the beginning, it does show that she sings louder than most. So, I don't know. I don't think her volume's a problem. I kind of like how loud she is.
You guys use the pipes, right? We might need some plumbing help.
Yeah, we know this castle's plumbing like the back of our claws.
Do you guys know how to turn off the fountain over there?
We might be able to do that for you. For a price.
Always a price with these guys. Ever heard of altruism?
Yeah, my grandmother had that. Her shaking got so bad we eventually had to hand feed her.
Oh my gosh!
This was just before that pie-whacker son of a... got her. So, what about it?
Oh, never mind.
Wait, that's
what do you want this time?
That's
Nothing
something
in
else.
particular. Just trade us something of value and we'll fix your pipes. No problem. I'll get Remy the Ratfink to do it for you if we can drag him away from that stupid cookbook he found.
Fine. We'll think of something.
Yeah, you do that. Anything else?
No, that is enough.
Hey, I could never get enough of talking to you, honey pie.
Ooh! honey hot pie. Do you know the combination of Shroudy's coffin?
Do you know the combination to Shroudy's coffin?
You know, we never did try to steal his combo. He never had anything we wanted to, borrow. But I bet Ozzy over at the water pool or Big Bad Barb over here saw something. Then why not ask them?
Okay, I will. Thanks.
Hey, anything for you, Dollface. You got any more questions for Papa Frankie over here?
Noodles on my clothes and she pooped last night. Stinky. She did a big deuce on the floor and I woke up this morning and I was just walking through the dark and I had no idea I walked over some poop she left behind for me. Noodle, you're being stinky. She's been driving me crazy. Now that I work, like, the regular 8 hours, compared to before where it was, like, on and off, kind of odd jobs. Now she's just giving me a riot because she misses me, so she acts out for more attention. Oh.
Bob over there mentioned something about a magic book the Baroness was interested in. Are you familiar with that?
How could we not be? It's all the Baroness ever screamed about while she was torturing the poor bastard she brought down here.
You mind telling me about it?
Well, that depends. That's where my memory enters what you call a gray area.
How gray?
Navy blue. But it might get a little more beige if you do us a solid.
Ah, what can we do for you? What is it that you want?
What is it you want us to do so that you'll tell us about the book?
We need you to hit somebody for us, and it needs to be a real message job. 𝑠𝑲𝑰𝑵, the Baroness's cat, lives near the kitchen. You take her out, and maybe we can do some business.
You want me to kill a defenseless little kitty?
Meow.
Defenseless, She's 20 pounds of pure feline killing machine.
She
She's too much for any
bad?
of my capos to handle. We even brought in a specialist from Sicily. After 𝑣tUbers was finished with him, all that was left was a single foot.
Ooh.
I guess this 𝑣tUbers likes Italian.
You take care of this little problem for us and bring a collar as proof the deed was done. We'll tell you what you need to know to get to the Book of Shrouds.
I don't want
I
to
will
kill
tell
a
you this.
cat.
To find the Book of Shrouds, you're going to have to gain access to the Baroness's secret laboratory, which is only accessible through the library. Now that's all I'm gonna tell you until you bring me the cat's collar.
Alright.
Cat's cool.
Fine. Kill a defenseless little kitten and bring back the collar as proof.
Yeah, that's it. You have any more questions for me, sweet cheeks?
No. Goodbye. Actually, give them the snackies.
Hey, fellas, look who's back. That tall drink of water and the 𝑣tUbers. Now, what can we do for yous?
We have these mixed nuts and dried fruit snacks for you. You think you might want these in exchange for helping us out?
Fruits and nuts, huh? Well, all right. Toss them here.
Here you are. Soon as you are done eating, will you please stop the water from coming out over there?
Hey, these are delicious. Hey, Dino. Go kill the water on the fountain.
It's wow.
Dean, baby, you okay? Uh-oh. I think he's stuck.
Well,
The water in the fountain stopped.
Oh, well. I guess you two won't ever get the chance to hear him sing 𝑣tUbers. Pity. He was pretty good. Anyway, glad we could be of service, and thanks for the nuts and fruits. Ciao.
ciao. Let's talk to this guy.
Bonsoir.
Who are you?
Who are you?
My name is Ozzy. I'm a fountain. Yeah, fountain, and I think I'm a... Well, wait, what was the question?
Seems like maybe this guy's been drinking something else besides water.
Thank you for coming, Katsu. Have a good day. What do you do down here, Ozzy?
What do you do down here?
Well, I sit around and watch things, you know, you know, there are people that come in and out of here, and sometimes I see things, and I like to write songs. But,
There he is.
What's my name again?
What's your name again, Ozzy? Let's see. You said you see things around here. What kind of things?
You said you see things around here? What kind of things?
Usually, it's blokes getting tortured, but aside from that, there's usually a couple of people who come down here just before sunrise, and then they climb into them funny-looking beds. But one is a short, pasty-faced dude with a bad temperament. But the other one, she's a tall, good-looking broad. You know, she looks a lot like you, actually.
Ooh, I think he is
because it
talking
is
about
me.
us.
My name is Mona. That short, pasty-faced dude you mentioned is keeping me locked in this castle against my will.
That's not right. Is there anything I can do to help?
You said you see Shroudy. When he goes to bed, does he do anything unusual?
Well, it seems like he's always fumbling about with that weird clock on the side of his bed.
Oh.
Weird clock.
Well, yeah. I see him dialing in a couple of numbers. I assumed it might be a reminder he set for himself to take his meds on account of him being nuts and all, right? But I have some experience with medication myself. Or should I say, medicating myself.
Medication?
Ozzy, would you mind telling us the numbers he uses?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, well, I think there are 3 numbers, but I only know 2 of them. And the numbers are 3 and 7. And I know that 7 is the final number.
Okay.
Thank you, Ozzy. You've been very helpful.
we have... That's all I need to know,
That is all I
Ozzy.
need to know.
Let's see if the combination is enough. I don't think it's complete, though. Probably not. Oh gosh, I'm so... Whoa, I'm so spazzy.
You did it, Mona. The coffin is opening.
Sorry, guys. I was looking down. Oh my gosh, that's so horrible. Alright, let's check what Sh*roudy was hiding.
Knowing what a little pervert Sh*roudy is, I'm not sure I want to know what's under his pillow.
Hi, Kimchi. He's finally being
Darn,
sweet.
it's only the newspaper. You kinda got my hopes up there for a minute.
Scratchy, scratchy. Okay, let's go ahead and take it then.
I'm gonna grab this. It might come in handy.
It's a newspaper full of paper boy blood. Anything else?
I'm not going to take any of those pictures.
Can I have one?
Only if you want me to rip your wings off.
Kimchi. You're so baby. He probably wants to go to sleep. Can we examine?
Looks like Loverboy had a few pictures made of you. How does that make you
Oh!
Sorry, I couldn't speak for a moment. I had to swallow a mouthful of bile back down.
Oh, okay, goodbye, Kimchi! As soon as he starts trying to toy with the wires, I don't want him to get electrocuted, so I'm just gonna let him be. Goodbye, Kimchi. Can I... There are photos of
I'm
Mona.
not going to take any of those pictures.
feel? Can I have one?
Only if you want me to rip your wings off.
Got it. They're pictures of her. Okay, so I think we're done here. Alright, what comes next? Oh! Got it. Okay, guys, we're good here. We handled the rats. Now we're gonna go up there back to Rufus. We're gonna go back to that Raven. The nice fella. Let's give him a specialty item and trade for something else. Okay, so...
Awake, maybe. But he's not looking too good. He looks a bit like a zombie. I would have said that he looks like the living dead, but I've come to understand that the undead are sometimes fairly attractive.
Why, thank you, 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬.
Don't mention it.
Oh, he complimented her. Okay, so we're gonna get the newspaper. And we're gonna give it to this guy.
Here you go. It's the latest edition of the Transylvania Times Picayune. Ignore the bloodstains. I think it's yesterday's edition.
Hey, thanks. Now I can find out how the All Blacks are doing. I really appreciate it.
As a reward, can we borrow your clothespin
Yes,
for a while?
please.
Yeah, no problem. I won't need it since I want to catch up with this paper for a while.
Let's see. Aha! Okay, got it. Alright, let's descend. Space bar. Let's see how much we can complete before 11. Not 11. I cannot stay up here that long. So I have work tomorrow. Got to make some moolah, make some money to pay bills. Go back to the chamber of death. Now that we get the clothespin, we're gonna use it for Roderick. Let's see.
𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬, I have this clothespin you can use for your nose.
Gee, thanks, Mona. I didn't get you anything. I'll put it on when you need me to.
Make him do the dirty work. He has to go down there. For whatever reason, you must go, Roderick.
It's pretty nasty down here, Mona. This place has more paper boys than a newspaper delivery convention.
That's
and more
what
wizard
it
types than a
was.
Scottish school for witchcraft and wizardry. This one was a kid with glasses. one of the bodies has legs that were pretty muscular. There's definitely some high-fiber flesh residue left on the thigh bones. I could pull off a chunk if we need it. Hey,
Got
Mona, will you do me a favor?
But of course, Frederick. What do you want?
Don't ask me for any more favors.
Unfortunately, Roderick, we shall ask you for favors. We got some nasty bone stuff. We're gonna go back up there and give it to the bird. Because it's gonna make him take a big stinky. And then we'll have the chance to get back at that gargoyle for being such a turd. Oh gosh. All he had to do was give us the key. He doesn't even like Shroudy, and Shroudy's dead. His spirit is moping around, though, the castle. We saw that shroud. Gosh, I can't get over how great the animation was for back then. It's too bad they don't come out with a part 2 to this story here. Let's see, what can I do? Go ahead and give this to the guy.
Frederick, use the clothespin on your nose again. Go down and get some dried carrion meat for Edgar. That might get his, his...
Yeah, I know, pipe's moving. Good idea. The results of that might motivate Rufus to move his stone butt. I'm on it.
All on his own. That's a big bone. That's from one of the paper boys, guys. Yeah, this game was very, morbid. Ew. And one piece, down the hatchet goes. Man-eating crow. Or a raven. He's like, and voila.
You'll have to excuse me. I've got some business to attend to. Like I said, a bird's gotta do what a bird has gotta do.
Here comes the icicle.
What the?
Ew. He's like, oh my, I do not want to take a bath.
Watch it, you smelly miscreant. If I didn't have to guard this door, I'd come up there and give you the thrashing of a lifetime.
Blow it out your pie hole, Rufus, or I'll take better aim next time.
Mm-hmm. But then again, he's supposed to, what is it? He's gonna be moving soon to go be with his girlfriend. Let's go ahead and do this right here. Take care of that gargoyle.
Let's see you take this under advisement, jerkweed.
Does it work, though? And violence! Oh my dear, he's just ahead now.
Yippee!
Alright, let's go down below. Now he's gotta help us now. So violence works after all, according to the game. Just destroy stuff and you should get what you need to do done. Hello, Mr. Gargoyle. Give us the key now.
Down, Rufus, down! If I get anywhere near him, I think he'll bite my hand off.
So what do we do then?
You don't have any shoulders.
I find your humor as tasteless as that ridiculously gaudy black gown you're wearing.
Speaking of taste, how's about we position you directly under that raven's roost over there? I understand that Edgar is fixing roadkill tacos this evening. Tomorrow morning should be quite disgusting.
You wouldn't dare. How could you be so cruel?
Well, I guess I'm just a jerk. Frederick, help me move Mr. Soon-to-be water closet over to the ledge.
Okay. Take your damned key.
Finally. Well, thank you. Time to escape! Alright, enough of this madness. Unlock the door.
Okay, let's see if this key will finally do the trick. Hooray!
I gotta save real quick, though. Wait, I need to save!
A boat is still have a way to escape this damnable castle.
Beautiful.
Not so fast, Toots. Looks like we got ourselves a small problem. Unless you happen to have a couple of oars hidden in that dress of yours, we're not going anywhere. It's kind of hard to paddle a boat without the actual paddles.
Feast in Shen! Can't anything be easy around here?
Without those oars, it's going to be impossible to make it across the lake. The current is way too strong. And then there's Inky. Let me think.
Shroudy?
Mona? Remember when I said we had a small problem?
Yes, Frederick?
Well, I think it just got...
What the hell is that?
You mean, who the hell am I? And hell is right, for it is I, Shroudy.
I didn't think it was possible to
Return from the dead as an all-powerful shadow spirit?
to get even uglier than you were. That is amazing.
Oh gosh.
Mock me all you want, little rodent, because in my moment of triumph I care not what you think. You, on the other hand, my dear, I care deeply about. My brilliant dark jewel. Not even my death can keep us apart.
He's really
How did
obsessed.
you manage this? You aren't that clever.
You can thank the magical arcane tome my mother used to create me. She told me I was the living manifestation of black magic itself. And so, although my vampire body has perished, my dark spirit shall live on forever.
Aha! I knew you couldn't have done this on your own.
Regardless, you and I shall never be separated again. I will be with you for all of eternity, my sweet.
Oh, it hurts! It hurts!
Yes, my dear. Although I am no longer susceptible to the vulnerabilities all vampires suffer, you, on the other hand, are. So, as long as I maintain the sign of the cross near this boat, you will never be able to escape this island.
Hey, Mona. Unfortunately, stupid Dark and Cloudy over there might be right. I'm not strong enough to pull those oars out of his hands, and you can't get close enough. We're gonna have to find somebody, or something else to do it for us.
So we did it, but now we got another thing. Oh. Well,
She's still here. Just... Frederick.
I can't. Shroudy is keeping me away with those oars shaped into a cross.
okay. Examine.
It's one of the boats Shroudy uses to get back to the mainland. Look at that thing. It gives me nightmares.
That boat just might be our ticket out of here.
It's the boathouse gate.
Gate? Isn't it more of a portcullis?
So there's not much we can do now, unfortunately. Let's start sleuthing! Yes, he's a yandere, Hino! Obsessed?
They're very large, very sharp axes.
Oh! Maybe we should use it to cut Shroudy into pieces.
I don't think that'll work. Shroudy's nothing more than a swirling pile of black mist.
Well, maybe we should grab it and wave it really fast in front of him so that he blows away. Well, I don't hear you making any suggestions.
It's a suit of armor that seems to be made of... Is that cardboard?
Yeah, that's right. Edgar told me that the old witch was running low on money, so she started selling stuff from the castle and replacing it with cardboard duplicates.
What did she spend the money on?
The torture chamber.
Oh, okay, so she spent all that money on torture items. Actually, I should... Okay, well then.
It's a bowl of sugar. People use it to make things sweeter.
Coffee. Can I take some for later?
This looks like something I might be able to use eventually.
Maybe we have to make a potion to defeat Shroudy. Let me go ahead and start saving the game.
It's some sort of pewter cup with a lid and straw. Very odd.
It's just a sippy cup used by little kids so they don't spill their drink. I bet this was Shroudy's.
Shroudy's baby cup? He still uses it?
If you hadn't noticed, the guy was a little weird.
He didn't have much social interaction with people. All he had was the Baroness and then Mona, so he was a little
I don't think
odd.
I'll need the cup, but the straw might be useful.
Ew, you just touch it? Okay. Let's see.
It's a butter knife.
We might need the butter knife.
I better take this knife. I
Knew
think
it.
I might need it.
Seems like Shroudy was the only one who was eating stuff, and he had a sweet tooth for given that he has sugar here. A chair?
It's a four-legged structure commonly used to prevent one's backside from hitting the floor.
Anything we can do?
I don't have time to sit down right now. I need to get out of this castle.
Okay, Mona, okay, I'm doing it, our love. Okay, let's examine photo.
It looks like a picture of 𝒏𝒆𝒆 𝑣𝑰𝑵.
Ooh!
The woman standing next to him must be the Baroness. She has a very strange look on her face.
I think the artist was trying to capture a subtle, I'm going to murder this poor bastard as soon as I get a chance sort of feeling.
Oh my
I'd say
gosh!
he succeeded.
So that's where all the money came from. She looks evil.
It looks like a picture of 𝒏𝒆𝒆.
I think the
I'd say he... I don't want to ruin it. Or maybe I do, but I'm too lazy to pull it down and throw it into the fire.
Weird.
I only speak to art that speaks to me.
This one is speaking to me. It's saying, throw me out.
Wow, I can't believe that though. So that was Shroudy's mother?
I can see it fine right here.
Alright, we're done. The poor guy, he fell in love with that monster.
Oh, look! What an impressive
Here you
carving.
go.
I wonder who it's supposed to be.
I believe that's Dara Flame, the Greek god of fireplaces.
Oh, come on! You're making that up, aren't you?
No, I'm serious. I read about it in my mythology book. Dara Flame was Achilles' cousin. He fought in the Battle of Troy and was felled when he was struck with a fireplace poker in the shin.
Well, isn't that a painful death?
I better not. Some of the statues around here almost seem to be alive. I don't want to get my fingers bitten off.
Okay, what about the fireplace then?
Shroudy always keeps the fireplaces lit.
Is there anything we could do? I don't think we have a fire poker or anything.
I am curious if this curse I'm under could actually grow back a hand that was burned off. But I'm fairly certain it would be incredibly painful.
Yeah, let's not do that. Look up here at the chandelier.
It's a large brass wagon wheel with a bunch of candles stuck into it.
Actually, Mona, it's called a chandelier.
Chandelier, wheel wagon. You say tomato and I say shut the hell up.
Oh my gosh! Can I take some items for later?
I'm not going to fight Shroudy with an axe. This situation calls for more brains than brawn.
If you ask me, I don't think it would hurt if you took a few whacks at him with an axe.
But yeah, the Baroness did look pretty buff, Grandmaster.
Poor guy. He seems so stiff.
Maybe we should put some oil on him.
You think so?
Sure. Then we just need to find a scarecrow and a lion, and we're good to go.
Let's go upstairs. So much more to explore in this part of the castle. Alrighty. Let's start taking stuff off the table. Seems like our best bet. What is this?
This looks like one of Shroudy's old coloring books. It has a picture of a newt in it. Glad to see he was at least a normal child.
Except he did this as an adult. This is fresh crayon, and that's a new box.
Oh dear.
I think I don't know, it feels like Shroudy wasn't complete. Like, because the Baroness died, she wasn't able to teach him how to mature. Like, he really lacked that part of growth or development, it seems. I kind of feel for Shroudy, given his existence was based off the Baroness's need for a child. But what exactly for is in question. I don't think it was to be a mother.
The Apostolate's code of conduct forbids rude gestures, especially spitting on art. It's no masterpiece for sure, but ripping it up seems petty.
Alright, next page. So we got a nougat. Anything? Let's try seeing and more examine. To examine more items,
It's a purple crayon that belongs to Shroudy.
And we're taking it from Shroudy.
This will be useful. I'll take it.
Alright, seems like it's full.
Oh, the craftsmanship of these windows is exquisite. It looks like two snakes intertwined and two purple tentacles.
I hate purple tentacles. I prefer the green ones. Much nicer.
Anything to take?
Pick up the stained glass and take it where? Do you really think at some point I'll need to replace a stained glass window?
No, I just thought it could be useful. Jesus, Mona. Over here? Ah, so many items. Okay, what's this? Ooh! I remember this puzzle. You guys get a notepad, get a crayon or something
I read
to
about
smudge.
this neat trick of using a pencil to read word impressions in a book once.
You read?
All right. My friend read the book, okay?
You have friends who read?
Okay. So my friend's brother read the book that had this neat trick in it and told me about it. There. Happy? Let's see if this will work.
So it's a way to read messages.
Your friend's brother's author is a genius.
A teen-something guide to Celestial Crystal Lake. Transylvania on the push of a day. The dark wind refines, so she... I don't know. I can't read it.
Aha! Look,
I
Fudgy.
can't.
A clue.
Brilliant. What's it say?
It's a list of book titles. A Teen Camper's Guide to Crystal Lake. Transylvania on 2 pints a day. The Dark Knight Returns. And Sharpening Your Fangs, a parent's guide to raising the perfect vampire. What does all this mean?
Great job, Sherlock. Apparently we found the clue, but what it's a clue for is a mystery.
I thought you were Sherlock.
A-D-T-S-A. Let's see if we can... I think we're gonna have to do another puzzle. Can I take it?
It's too sticky. It'll stick to everything in my pockets and gather lint and get all gross.
You have pockets in your dress? Okay. So she read it for us. So this is the order of which we have to put the books on. Let me actually go back real quick.
It's the Baroness's desk. Looks like there's some kind of journal sitting on it.
Ooh, a journal. Let's read it. Maybe we'll find out which boys she likes and what she thinks of her parents.
I don't think it's that kind of journal, Frederick.
It just says, visit 𝑯𝑐𝒃, and then there's a period and the word come. It's very interesting.
That makes no sense.
Interesting. Can we take it?
If only we had the time. Perhaps later.
There's no internet back then. Okay, let's go to here. Gotta do some puzzles.
It's a shelf full of weird rectangles.
They're called books.
Boring.
Alright, so... what to expect when you're expecting a spawn of Satan? Interview with the umpire by Paige Turner. A teen's guide? Okay, so if we can...
Atlas listened intently. Beware of the spider monkey. Tonight he comes for thee.
Oh!
Interview with the umpire by Paige Turner. What to expect when you're expecting the spawn of Satan? Atlas listened intently. I'm done with these books for now.
Okay. Go back to the sticky note, will you please? I gotta take a photo! Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can. Alright, I took a photo, so we'll have it for later. I'll try to remember that it's for the game here. Okay, okay, we're good. We're good so far. Let's go ahead and exit out of here. Now we're gonna see what we can do. Let's examine another bookshelf. Because it feels like all the books...
shelf full of weird red...
Alright, go ahead, Mona. Let's see what's on the bookshelf.
Operation Echo by 𝑤𝑖𝐵. Introductory Lessons in Stair Diving by 𝐷𝐂𝐴s.
Stair diving?
From here to that spot right over there. 11 things that taste really, really bad.
Gross.
Clockwoman. 𝐷𝐿𝐴𝐵 on just 2 pints a day. A traveler's guide.
Ah, how to, a survival's guide
The
from a
Imbecile's
vampire?
Guide to Sanitarium Treatment by Dr. S. Loomis. Gila Monsters, The Forbidden Fruit.
Okay, so nothing here then?
I'm done with these books for now.
Lady! It's hard to talk when she's talking! Okay, let's look at... this one.
Let's see what sort of reading material the Baroness keeps in her library. Knife Sprinter. O positive. Common, yet delicious. Moderate expectations. Magic potions made easy. Number 5. Purely poisons. I'm a bat, I'm a woman. A female vampire's guide to independence.
Who wrote these books?
Just because I love you doesn't mean I won't eat you.
Oh, so she may have loved the guy, but then she still ate him. That's sad.
Pig Pimple's Guide to Schools of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Oh, so she was a witch and a vampire.
Large men.
Okay, why?
I'm done with these books for now.
What about large men? What was she researching? Let's see. Go to the one at the bottom.
Let's see what sort of... The Abbey by Chris M.K.Au. Rivals, Polecats and Rottweilers. Asphalt Vengeance by Timothy S.D. Fine. Paradise Found. How to Cook Chicken and Annoy Your Guild by Leroy Jenkins.
Oh my gosh, the emphasis. I think, isn't this a credits to some of the people who worked on developing the game? It could be. Was it this one?
Not So Wasted. Skull Trauma Treatment by Dr. J. Spicoli.
Kitty!
The Dark Knight Returns.
Batman Returns? What's up with this book?
I'm done with these books for now.
Let's examine all of them, then try to figure out what the puzzle is, because we have the sticky note.
Let's see what sort of reading material the Baroness keeps in her library.
Kimchi!
Chicken soup for those without a soul.
Ah, Chicken Soup for the Soul. That's a shout out to their book series. I heard those are really good.
Feeding Right. 10 ways to lower your victim's cholesterol. New England Skeptic's Guide to Not So Intelligent Design by I. Mary Skepchick. God Takes Manhattan by Gilly Gax. Xylophone. The best X word ever. Zippity do's and don'ts. Sharpening Your Fangs. A Parent's Guide to Raising the Perfect Vampire by Dr. Max Schreck. The Joy of Cooking Your Enemies. I'm done with these books for now.
She needs a book that says, a book guide for cooking your husband, because she probably did eat him at some point. Okay, so we have all of that. Creepy chair with a face on it. I don't know if you guys see it. Let me see if I can show you. Look at that creepy face right there. Look at that. Spooky! Okay, I go back up here. Ugh. There we go. Now, how... Okay. What can we do?
Hey, Mona, did I ever tell you about the time I... Shh! What's the problem?
We're in a library.
Nah, she just didn't want to hear him.
Let's see what sort of reading material the Baroness keeps in her library. Oh, positive. Common, yet delicious.
If I go to the guide... it says we need to take down some notes on symbols. Symbols on the books that we got. So so the books we got was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this shelf right here is... Does any of these say the dark something? No. A parent's guide. No, it says... Okay, let's see. I don't think it's on here. Alright, so let's exit from here. Now there are some symbols like this right
Large
here.
men!
Oh gosh,
I'm done with these books for now.
This is so weird. Okay. She had some weird taste. So let me see if I need to go back to the top shelf.
Hey, Mona, did I... Shh! What's the problem?
Okay. Let me see. I need to note down...
It's a shelf.
18 something guide.
A teen camper's guide to Crystal Lake Basin.
So let me get a pencil. Each book has a symbol. And this one has some weird green diamond. So green diamond, I'm gonna write it down. Green diamond. Then okay, and then the next one is Transylvania something.
I'm done.
Let's go find the Transylvania book. So each shelf has a book we need.
Let's see.
Transylvania has a weird S symbol. I just punched a hole in the paper. Dang it. Okay. Alright, next one is something positive. The
I'm
dark
done with
something.
these books for now.
Dark something. When you're actually trying to put effort
See what sort of reading material.
into solving a puzzle. Okay, the dark something. I guess it's not over here.
I'm done with these books for now.
The Dark Knight Returns, Batman. It would be 1, 2, 3. I think it's this one. So we got a diamond and an S. Oh, we did this one.
I'm done with.
The Dark Knight Returns, sleeping something something.
Let's see.
I'm really enjoying all the voice acting here. The Knight Returns, the Dark Knight Returns, and it's some sort of moon symbol, 2 moons, and then the next one is sleeping something. Sleep. Oh, it says shaping your. Shaping your soul. Okay, shaping your soul. It must be the next one.
Not so wasted. Skull trauma treatment by Dr. 𝐽
Okay, not the shelf.
I'm done with these books for now.
Shaping your soup? I think it's the bottom shelf then.
Let's see what sort of reading material the Baroness keeps in her library.
Kimchi. There it is! Shaping your soul. Shaping your fangs. Shaping your soup. Oh, it's this one. Shaping your fangs. I thought it was an S. So this is the last symbol. So far, we got 4. This one's a Z symbol.
Sharpening Your Fangs. A Parent's Guide to Raising the Perfect Vampire by Dr. Max Schreck.
So we're good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 symbols.
I'm done with these books for now.
The next thing to do... Okay, nothing left then. I think that's just Shroudy's drawing.
That is not going to happen.
want to take it?
I don't talk to things like that.
Alright, we're good so far here. Now we have to investigate other parts of the castle. I gotta make sure I save. We're gonna come back with a part 2. Honestly, this whole series is just gonna be nostalgia and throwing you guys in the early 2000s kind of games. Now it's the kitchen! Let's see. The rats mentioned a cat and they want us to get rid of the cat and do them a favor. Oh gosh, there's a lot to read.
It says, hex this mess.
Lame. I can come up with way better ones, like access my largesse, or obsess on my sundress, or suppress this press, or impress the T-Rex, or
stifle this trifle. I like that one a lot.
that doesn't rhyme with mess. Lame.
Lame. Alright, where's that cat at, though? I don't want to do anything awful to the cat. I think we can totally spare them, but we just gotta figure out how to appease the rats.
No, I better not. It probably does have a hex on it.
That's right, because the Baroness did practice witchcraft. Take something from the shelf?
𝑯𝑐𝑗 dehydrated hogwarts, made with only the freshest free-range hogs.
Can I take some stuff?
Ain't gonna happen.
You don't do magic? You don't do cooking in the kitchen, Mona?
They're cans of cat food.
The label reads, Unfanciful Feast, Lizard Flavor. Contains 7% meat. Yummy. Nothing but the best for the Baroness's pets.
Dare I ask what the other 93% consists of?
I wouldn't. But then again, you do drink blue.
No, I don't.
It's not wine, Mona. It's not a grape juice. It's blood. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can grab it.
I might need this.
And feed the kitty. We all knew what that thing was.
Let's see if this thing's working.
It could also be that I just remember playing the game.
God. It smells like a toddler had an accident, then wrapped it in moldy Limburger cheese and stuffed it in the armpit of a corpse that's been rotting in the sun all day.
Kitty!
Look, it's a cat.
Oh.
He went back into hiding. Apparently he agrees with your assessment of the food.
Yeah, I guess it just doesn't want to spend the next 72 hours in the bathroom.
So the food is a total bum. We gotta figure out how to spice it up then. That's a shame.
It's an empty shelf. Looks like Shroudy didn't keep much food in the place.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's probably because when he gets hungry, he drinks people's blood instead of chowing down a bowl of frosted Frankenbolt cereal. But man, those sure are good. I love those mini marshmallows, though I was not happy when they changed the red scars to pink beakers.
Looks like someone is growing mushrooms and mold in there.
Mona, I think that growth used to be loaves of bread.
What? Disgusting!
Oh.
What happened to the chef for this castle?
I
Was
think
he
when Shroudy was
eaten?
born, instead of making dinner, he became dinner.
Tough luck for him, no?
What's it used for?
Generally, you use it for combining different types of food items. Then you cook or eat the mixed results.
Sounds too complicated. Humans should really learn how to eat raw bugs, grubs, and maggots like us bats. Way healthier
no.
and a lot less work.
Frederick, the human idea behind eating food is to fill the stomach, not empty it repeatedly after each meal.
Really? You guys are so weird.
Do bats regurgitate when they eat food? Okay, so the cat didn't like that. Maybe we can do something, like some cooking?
I know this is going to sound strange, but that cauldron is cooking something that smells absolutely delicious.
You're right. I have heard that demonic foot stew can be really savory.
Should we try some?
Only if you want the most foul spirits from the deepest pits of heck devouring your soul, and then controlling your body like a puppet with palsy, doing their evil bidding for all eternity.
Although that does sound like an experience of a lifetime, I'll stick with my Merlot.
Let's see. What if we did take some?
I wouldn't pick that up, Mona.
Why not?
For the cat!
The leg is still twitching. You're only supposed to take it out after it slows to 1 to 3 twitches per second. Then you know it's done.
Okay. So then what's this right here? We gotta find a
There
way
appears to be a small hole in the kitchen wall. I wonder if something lives back there.
Probably
I'm sure
the
that's
cat.
just evidence of some spat between Shroudy and the Baroness. You know how
Oh.
teenagers can be. Oh,
You-
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to open old wounds. Did you have a traumatic adolescence?
Huh? Oh, no. I'm sad because the Baroness obviously missed.
Oh, you're saying that the Baroness tried to whack and discipline Shroudy?
It
So-
looks like extra pieces of the wood that's burning in the kitchen furnace.
Should we take some?
I could not use that wood.
How about with a goat? Or even on a boat? Would you? Could you on a boat?
Why are you talking that way?
I thought you wanted to rhyme.
No.
Okay, suit yourself. I'm easy.
What about this giant spoon right here? Okay, examine.
It's a couple of ovens, still warm. Shroudy must have wanted to warm something up.
Mulled hemoglobin with a cinnamon stick.
So what can we do? Okay, let's see. Let's check our items. What is this? Oh, it's a crayon.
These two items won't combine together.
Okay. What if I got this and took some of
I
that?
can't really shank that with a dull butter knife.
Okay.
Looks like the Baroness left in a hurry. Apparently, she didn't get to eat her last meal.
I'm kind of
Oh.
confused. What was she doing eating food anyway? Shouldn't she have been drinking blood?
Based on what we've learned so far, I don't think Shroudy's mother was a vampire. Sounds like she was more of a witch.
I guess what you're saying then is Shroudy is a real son of a witch.
What if I took some of the cat food then?
It looks to be some sort of food ball left here for an animal of some sort.
Like, I don't know, a cat?
Or a big rat, furry lizard, strange man-eating plant, a panda bear, a 6-foot chicken. You never know. Don't jump to any conclusions.
How about we jump to the conclusion of this conversation?
Okay, so let me see if I can grab this and take some of the
I
food.
can't really shank that with a dull butter.
Okay, what if we sharpen it?
I can't really shank.
What about the moldy bread?
I can't really shank that with a dull butter knife. I can't really shank that. I can't really shank that.
I'm really guessing here.
I can't really shank.
I honestly don't know. Let's go over here.
It's a garbage chute.
The garbage chute was a really wonderful idea. What an incredible smell you've discovered. Let's get out of here.
No, wait!
Wait for what? This thing smells.
I'm not sure. I had to say no wait for some reason. I'm better now. It's past.
So... Can I combine him with the straw?
Vodzik, here's a chance to put that mouth of yours to good use.
Oh! I think I know what this is, guys. Okay, hold on a second. I think I know what to do with Roderick and a straw. Do you guys remember when the nuts and berries got stuck? I think that's to exit. The poor guy's just ahead now. If we go back to the theater, he got nuts and berries stuck inside of the machine mechanic that is used for the props on the display. And so the theater was made for Mona because Shroudy is madly in love with her, but I think it's possible to get him to suck out the berries. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay. Now we can see what we can make of use of the props.
You did it, Vodzik! It looks like the levers are going to work now.
Alright, let's try it. that not work?
It's a note pinned to the control panel.
Let me...
Okay, so we did read that. Is this correct? Okay, maybe not. Maybe I got it wrong. How do I reset it then? Just keep wiggling it, maybe? I think we have to match up, because... okay. And then how do I get rid of that one? Oh. Kimchi, you and feed. Your obsession with feed kimchi. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Okay, we do want that one. Not that one. How do I get rid of that one then? Okay, that makes sense, but what about the other two? Okay, that's working. That's working. Not that one. No. Is it this one now? Definitely not. No. Oh, no. I think we need it. I think that's what we need. Let's have her examined to see if this is correct. Evie! It says, well, it's 9:34 p.m. right now. Ooh, I got lost in the mechanics. We'll have to save, though. But yes, you're correct. It is time for us to close. But let's see if this is correct for her yet, the puzzle.
It's the backdrop to the theater.
But is this the one you need?
That might be a good conversation if that talked back. Too bad. I can't reach them from here. I prefer to walk when I can. Reminds me that I'm still part human.
Huh. Look, Kimchi! Okay, we're gonna go ahead and save game. Alright, buddies. Let's... is there... I'm so lost. I really want to figure out how to keep going. This is... I know it's time. Okay, right, guys. We're gonna go ahead. I saved. Let's go to load game. Alright, we saved. We're good. Alright, stop, Kimchi. So aggressive. Can I go to... So this is the loading screen, I think. Alright, buddies. Peace and love. Hopefully you like this game and that we get a part 2. I really like it. I think it's fun. It's a cute little puzzle. Has really nice animations in between. I love our protagonist girl, Mona de Lafitte, and her buddy, Frederick. It's kind of like she's a Disney princess, but a vampiric one. Who loves opera? Who doesn't love opera? I think we've done good so far. I did need the help of a walkthrough. Alright, Kimchi, be free. Boop. I believe this game has a few chapters, because this isn't the only puzzle. Like, the castle... and then the townspeople. So maybe like 3 to 4 chapters total? But we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today. Let me know what you guys think. We're gonna leave it here, her, and let's see. Should I save one more time? We're gonna save one more time. Alright guys, hopefully you liked it, and I'll catch you next time. Give them a round of applause! Thank you buddies for sticking around with these old retro game puzzles. Check out the game in the description below. A vampire story. We will come back with a part 2 because it's one of my favorite games from childhood. I used to play with AI's sister and we'd sit here for hours just trying to figure out how to navigate through the castle. So this one hits close to home, which is why I played it. But we are going to be playing Fatal Frame Thursday. It's going to be through Steam on PC, so we'll see how that goes. I do have a controller, so rest assured we are prepared for it. I'm a little hesitant about Saturday because it's my first time doing a tech review. I think I have to charge the device because I'm opening up the box for the first time. And of course, when you have a package box, you have to make sure you cover the labels because it could leave some credential information. So always do that if you guys do a box review. Make sure you check the labels, charge the tech device. If you're doing a tech review, consider the reflection of the tech device review. So I'm gonna have to figure out how not to do an indirect face reveal. So look forward to that on Saturday. You're probably gonna see Kimchi jumping on the table. He really loves computers. He's here with me on live stream, attacking my foot at the moment. I'm in pain. He keeps biting me. I fed you today. I feed him too much. He's gonna get fat. It's gonna be my fault. Good night, buddies. Peace and love, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you all for coming out tonight, and I'll see you Thursday.